Hey, Robin.
Uh-oh. All right, audience.
Hello, and
Beware.
welcome to a very special Weasel Shot event. Um, done by yours truly, Leland. Uh, things definitely very professional here. The silence is not over. Still the era of silence. And hey, speaking of, you might notice a link in the description. Those horns,
Yes.
though, indeed. And I say, hey. Please do consider checking
that
out
link.
the Era of Silence Kickstarter campaign. They've got it going on. If you are into like funky punk settings and like skirmish war game style, like brutal lethal fights, then I think this could be the game for you. We're about to see it. We're about to have a whole display here.
I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's just because it's on my mind, given recent events. But the whole fact that this is kind of a skirmish-based game does strike me as a little bit League of Legendsy, and given the recent release of Arcane League of Legends, which I'm fucking obsessed with, I think we're gonna have a good time.
Not in the sense of
At
a
least she
MOBA.
doesn't play the game.
In the sense of getting
The
shot
one
once
is
means you're down.
Demon Cat.
I have never played a.
I know you don't know video games. It's okay. I'm just
So, all I know is that that it's characters who fight other characters. And
that does have the concept on Indeed. Train superiority.
Do we turn this into a League of Legends stream? Hello, gamers.
What we turn this into is fuck no. You are aboard the dining car, headed north. Gavolt, well, Pat, would you describe your lizard slizzard as taciturn? What would you describe them as?
I would say that yes, they are a very very taciturn slizzard individual, and so yeah, let me describe my character a little bit. Maybe we should introduce our characters a slight bit.
That's indeed the part that we're doing.
Yeah. I can't see shit on the map, but I would love to introduce my character.
All right, so Gavolt is a martially trained magic user, marked with arcane glyphs all upon their body, mostly concealed by their large military trench coat, and they kind of look around the interior of the cabin with squinted eyes, as if judging those around them, for they are on a holy mission from the Church of, I believe the Church of Navir, is that it?
The church.
Actually, I think it might be a non-denominational church thing where they worship all the gods. I could be messing that up. But one of the gods is the god of magic, with whom I have studied intimately, or whose powers I have studied intimately, because my job as a member of the Holy Church is to perform their duties, or exert their will on the world, and go out and fix things that need fixing for them.
Indeed, and you have heard through certain channels of uncertain means of a abomination, one whose magic rends the barrier, and in this profane way destroys entire cities and towns in the blink of an eye. These tears in the fabric are not sustainable. If they continue to erupt, civilization as it is known will collapse. Only technology, known as resonant technology, which attempts to vibrate in a way to reinforce the fabric of reality, holds it at bay. That, and people who make sure that the aberrations can no longer rip and tear. So yes, Gavalt is there. You at the train platform, you probably got a sup nod from a fellow wizard, signifying the respect that these confirmed tattoos give you. Now, Gamma, you're a slightly different case. A bit of a mossy body bulk here at the dining car's bar counter. Care to tell us a little about yourself?
Yes. Are we doing voices yet, or is this out of character?
Go for it.
You're introducing your character, so.
Oh, okay, out of character. Okay. Gamma is a spore-born. Grew up as an ash farmer. Basically knew how to manage to get food or scrounge plants from the waste, and very fitting, considering he is part, not plant, but fungi.
Indeed.
And maybe not so much, not just being able to scrap for food, plants, but also raw materials, metals. And it is very much just a part of living in the waste. Of course, even if you're in the waste, and even if you're just a scavenge for yourself, it's important to also to know how to defend yourself and make a little bit of coin on the side.
A little bit of coin on the side, which brings you here.
Yes, take some experience, let's say, in the underworld, making a name for himself as quite the hunter and his gunslinging abilities.
Indeed. As a member of the criminal underworld, one would know that the main euphemistic way to refer to what you could think of as the Thieves Guild or the underground movement, the mob, what you will, is the community. There is, however, an alternative organization. It is more founded in religion and tradition of these lands. It has recently been on the back foot. You are one such person, a hunter associated with the Shakarge Syndicate. Now, Gamma, you've brought your sniper rifle on board this train, right?
Yes, I have.
Do you just have that shit posted up on the bar counter, or is it in a case? Would you say? Would you go out of your way to conceal it, or is that not a concern for you?
I would attempt to conceal it among the moss and spores on my back. It's almost a part of it.
Sure. Talk to me about what skills you have.
Well, as a hunter, I am an assassin. I'm pretty well at attacking targets who are aware of me.
Well, but
Or
skills, skills which might be governed by grace or wits.
Oh, sorry. I was talking traits. So I have 2 alertness, 2 athletics, and 3 stealth.
All right. Roll me stealth.
Roll my stealth. Got it. First roll of the game. Okay.
Sure. So this is an at or under system, right? So Cole, by virtue of rolling d10s instead of d12s, is a bit better at this and wants to get a lower result. So the smaller your die size, the smaller the result you can possibly generate. And the skill determines how many dice you get to roll, which is basically your chances to hit the target number. In this case, a 5 would conceal the rifle well against anyone who might be looking closely, shall we say. And it succeeds. Or does it? Who knows?
Well, we take the lowest die, and that would be a 4. So
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, so that's the basis of how you roll to hit in this game. We will be slightly tutorializing Era of Silence, but bear in mind this is our first time ever playing it. Mistakes will get made. Shrike Robin in the chat knows way more than I do. I'm just going to try and do my best to do the system justice and have a fun time with it. So, Gamma and Gavolt. You're in the bar car basically. Are you guys drinking, or are you just kind of like menacingly locking down the bar?
Yeah, go ahead,
think,
Gavolt.
yeah. So, is there a section on alcoholic beverages unique to this setting in here? Because
No, but maybe there is. But I'm gonna say it's the Mycopia the Mycopia Meld, a spore-based alcohol put out by some of the popular companies in the larger cities.
Indeed. All right.
There's one now, the name of which escapes me, that I could attribute this to, but alack and alas, I came ill prepared.
Okay. Indeed. So, this spore-based alcohol sounds intriguing. I believe my character would order a... my character would just kind of casually have a very expensive bottle of... or not bottle of that, but like a sipping...
You got your sipping whiskey glass. It's like viscous, an amber brown mix,
Indeed.
and it tastes like mushroom wine with maybe a tinge of almost an earthy rye flavor.
Marvelous. Well, they swirl it around and imbibe every now and then, just a casual sip while perusing the faces within this vessel. They take note of anybody who seems particularly how to put this, out of place.
Do you have a sure? Can you talk to me about your skills and what skill you think might be applicable here? You're keeping your eye out, but you just
Very well.
see tightly.
So I did the opposite of what. Sorry, I did the opposite of what Cole did, and I kind of put my my skills into a smattering of things. So I have alertness, resist mental, use magic, persuade, judge, athletics, search, and threaten all at once. I'm going to say this is probably an alertness.
Wits
governed
alertness?
by spirit.
Spirit alertness, by all means.
Yes.
Spirit being the more sociable.
Yeah, I gave myself the skills in grace and spirit, and I kind of focused my character towards a spirit maining build.
By all means.
So let's see.
Very complimentary. Yang and yang.
Indeed. So having a 1 in alertness means I'm going to be rolling 1d10. How is this going to work again?
I believe it's skill many dice of the stat. So yeah.
Yep. Okay. So it's going to be 1d10, meaning I got a 4.
All right. Well, thankfully for you, that's enough to know. So like, there is a sort of a bit of a swain. The door to your south opens up, and somebody who's wearing what could be mistaken for a conductor's uniform by the cap and tall coat steps in and sort of tries to inconspicuously step through. However, you would note that the members of the staff on this train don't carry guns, but this person's definitely packing heat in their waistband. As the ash of the ruined world zips away on the outsides of the train car, they sort of saddle their way up. They walk under a vent. Important note: this little shadow thing indicates that there is a vent to the roof of the train present above this position, and they kind of they're trying to keep their head down. When they notice you, they definitely try to look more towards the windows as they walk by.
You're gonna have to give me a minute to respond. Because all right. So what's happening here, Lee, is that Discord's not letting me hear basically anything you say. So I'm kind of listening to the stream on a slight delay.
Oh,
so there
God.
we go.
Cole,
I just heard your.
Is it that bad for you too?
Cheer.
Only slightly. It just tends to fast forward, but yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of annoying, but we had some issues with OBS earlier, so this is better than nothing.
OBS Ninja
No need to stop.
shit itself and died before this out of nowhere.
If it gets so bad, Lee, I'll just be like, Lee, can you say the Lee things over again?
Yes. Okay. Anyway.
And slowly.
So noticing, so I obviously noticed this individual's wearing a weapon and trying very intentionally to avoid my notice. So can I ascertain anything further about this individual? So my current thinking is that this is clearly somebody who's masquerading as a conductor. This person does not belong here.
What trivias do you have?
Kind of conveniently walked in when I mentioned that, which is lovely. I am trivia. My trivial pursuits are in church and politics.
Yeah, so
sounds like
perhaps not necessarily useful, but I do.
You don't catch
kind
anything,
of,
but do you indicate to
Gamma?
Gamma? Yeah, so you do you give Gamma the nod?
Yeah, I was gonna say I look over to Gamma, and I kind of give like a casual side nod of my behorned head, and gesture that this individual might be worth looking into.
Gamma, you would know.
Hopefully, I do so secretly enough that this person doesn't cue in.
They're too busy trying to No, I think you just concept success do this because they're trying to avert their gaze. Gamma, you notice on the side of their belt buckle as they kind of shift with their coat, there's an inverted symbol, almost like half an hourglass or a Black Widow's mark, but it's actually, you would recognize the symbol of a quote-unquote locksmith. This is a criminal working as part of the community. And they are probably not up to any good. Because they are definitely trying to impersonate a conductor.
Would you mind reminding me what the church's stance on the community is?
Crime is bad. Generally speaking, crime is bad. And officially, all crime is bad. Unofficially, the Shikarge are a better group of criminals than the community. Which is why you're working with one right now.
Yes, we got that.
Yes, which is why I've hired Gamma.
Indeed.
Now, might one of the badnesses of the community involve working with abominations in any fashion?
Well, I mean, nobody... Okay, so there are entire cities which were more or less nuked in the blink of an eye because of abominations. If anybody's working with abominations, they don't advertise that fact because nobody would want to be around them. However, through certain channels of uncertain veracity, you have heard tell that the community is involved in the smuggling of aberrations into and out of certain places, allowing them to lie low at their safe houses. The community isn't like an ironclad structure, so cell to cell, group to group, familia to familia, is not going to be a unified policy, but the Shikarge have a pretty clear policy, and it's not one where you let them live. That being said, individual members of the Shikarge may or may not agree with that. At the end of the day, everybody is doing this to get by. Ideology is a secondary consideration. Because we can, yes. So you guys notice this. You clock them, and from the clock, you're going to have, 20 seconds before this dude's moved on to the next door. Do you want to try and, spring his ass? Thank you for the water of the leash, Reich.
I think I'm going to tip the bartender handsomely.
Oh, thank you for those Estonian standards.
Wait. I'm going to wait for... Oh yeah, sorry. That was an in-character thing. Why, you're welcome. You may have to excuse a mess. I say kind of under my breath as the individual steps closer and closer to the door. I turn to Gamma, suggesting this is time to act, but I want to wait for the door to shut before I quite quickly walk into the center of the center chamber with them. I put my my mask on.
Okay, so you mask on, fuck it, mask on, rebreather coming on, and you want to approach behind this person. As they reach the door, you hear a as you feel the train slowing, and this person pulls on their rebreather, and then they start to go for the door.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty obvious that I am prepping.
Yeah. So,
if I even need one.
Rebreather on. I'm standing up. I've paid for my dues, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
I wanna stop this guy.
All right, so
I always wondered if Sporeborn necessarily need rebreathers, but
call it a. That's actually a good question.
It's probably prudent.
But so give me a. All right, so melee in this game is generally speaking contested, and you're trying to get lowest, and it is 2 of your fighting dice and 1 of your brawn. You are like a skillful duelist, right?
Mm-hmm. So I would prefer to use Grace over Brawn, but if I have to use Brawn,
no, I'll give you the Grace. So roll me 2 fighting dice, which I'm assuming if you use like a D10 or something, maybe a D8.
My fighting's D8. Actually.
All right, well roll 2 D8 and then
so
roll
2 D8.
Yeah. And this person, given extenuating circumstances, you always get 1 dice, but it defaults to a D20 if you're... I'm just to say this person completely doesn't see it coming. They're busy futzing with their gear. Right. So, an 8 and a 10. They rolled an 8.
Yeah, I sucked at that, I think.
The thing is, you got a 7, they got an 8. You fucking sap them. They're down. Kathud. They hit the ground like a sack of potatoes as the door opens and ash.
I was hoping to do that.
Yeah, you were hoping to do that on the platform
actually.
In between. I will say, if you wait until you're in this platform, you will hear gunshots from the north, as it sounds like things are kicking off.
Okay, well, then I hear that.
Yep, and at this point in time, well, before we do initiative, Gamma, you saw Gavolt, absolutely. I'm assuming that you just, stabbed this person in the leg with your rapier or some shit.
I do something skillful. I take out my precision blade, do a few quick moves, and, this person's down. Probably, honestly, I think, I knock out both their Achilles, and, then kind of... Have my sword at their neck.
Both of them. Hot damn. Yeah, this is definitely escalating really quick, but I was ready for this. Yeah, I'm powering up, and I'm going to, while she's heading that way,
Sure, she's not
I'm looking down
following.
this train, and I'm gonna get ready my pistol
Go.
as I'm backing up.
All right, so your pistol's out. You're backing up towards Gavalt.
Yep.
You've certainly taken this person by surprise. That removes one of the enemies from play. We are. I mean, I feel like they probably like cough up some blood, look at you, and they just sort of say, "Damn, guess we picked the wrong train." And you hear people yelling over the din of the ash. Nobody get up. We don't want your possessions. Just stay where you are. And which is a strange thing to hear in a fucking stick up on a train. But yeah, what's the immediate play before we do?
Is there any chance I could shove? So in my next, I don't know if we're rolling initiative yet.
You don't roll initiative in this game.
Could I shove him off to the side? Oh yeah, right. I remember that. Sorry,
you want to shove this man to his
push him over to the side.
Demise?
Well, then
up on the side.
As if I was about to do that, but hold on to his collar or his throat, because I didn't intend to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And I would potentially here use threaten to say, does this have anything to do with the abomination?
Yeah, I'd say.
Or are you just petty criminals?
Give me a threat with a modifier of 1.
All right, so roll 2d10.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 3 and a 7.
Yeah, so that's gonna do it. And he coughs up his blood. He's like, "Well, I don't know anything about an abomination. What the fuck? Oh God, get me out of here! We're here for the goods." And they say that kind of loudly, and you hear a Yazray go beep as they kind of get shoved aside, as something rolls. You guys, the train is definitely slowing, and you hear a ka-thunk, and you feel the whole train begin to curve as you feel your center of weight change a little, and you just took a turn.
Curve as in going around a turn, or curve as in falling over?
Going around a curve. You see a blinking light in the ash waste disappearing behind you. Your train was supposed to be headed straight north. It has just taken a turn at a switch that you didn't know was there, and it is now heading at a reduced rate into the ash wastes. What are you going to do? There's people... someone shot to the north.
Wish granted. I dropped this fucker off the side of the train. We're moving.
Yeah, hold on. Fuck. How did I not have it ready? How the fuck did I not have it ready? Yeah, so you
on the subject of how the fuck did I not have it ready, I'm gonna grab my samurai sword because I'm sure I'll fucking use it.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you kick open the door, rocking the 4-4 here, or are you gonna take a different approach to the northern cart? Pat? I'm assuming she's opening the fucking door.
Yeah, I'm going north.
So you kick open the door, you see 2 more of them, guns out, one of them in very thick cover, the other behind a chair set up here, guns up, roly-doly cart in the way. It is initiative time. Now, the way this game works is there are initiative tokens, and for every member of either side, a colored token, here I'll use D10s, gets drawn each go-around, and then that side chooses which of their members goes. For this inaugural one, I'm not saying we do this every time. I will give you guys some choice. I'm going to splatter them here blindly, okay? And now, Pat or Cole, left or right?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I got the
left or right?
Left.
All right. An enemy token. So there were 4 tokens in. Now there are 3 tokens in. The enemy choose to have 1 person act. This bandit sees you. sees that you're coming in with a bloodied sword, does not recognize you, makes the executive decision that now would be a good time to shoot their fucking gun. You are at 6 meters. They're going to fire upon you. Now would be a good time to talk about states, which are things that exist. And I'm not fully confident on how pinned works, but I believe that if you wanted to, I mean, this shit's hitting you no matter what, really.
Interesting.
Because at best you could become obscured,
Okay,
and that would make the target number
getting
3.
hit probably is not good. Oh wow, yeah, no, that's pretty bad. So I have an AV.
So the AV isn't going to matter right now.
one-
AV goes up against the AP. Actually, okay, you know, it is. But first, let's talk about your state. Right now, you're just kind of, you're chilling. There's a state called pinned. You can choose, I believe, to enter this state when you're targeted for this ranged attack. It'll make your cover 1 better in this instance because they rolled so damn well. Because by default, the target is 3, obscured is 1, but and you're not obscured, so you couldn't upgrade to hidden. So basically, you're taking it. Here's what you're going to do, right? It has an AP of 1. You have an AV of 1. That means that you are making an armor save. It's a 50-50. Roll me a d20. You want to get a 10 or less.
Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like that.
Important to
I
note,
don't like that.
everybody starts with 1 willpower point, and if people give bits, you can give extra willpower points to people throughout this event. It lets you reroll basically any dice in the game, in case you wanted to, I don't know, not do that at this time.
Not die. Yeah.
Not
okay.
die, maybe.
All right. Well, you know what? Willpower breaking really early.
What do you know?
What do you
know? Okay, so they've spent 1 of their stamina taking that fucking shot, right? And it goes dink off of your armored coat, just bruising the shoulder blade slightly. They are going to tap their next stamina to retreat, and they ask going all the way up here, and with the guns falling, with the alchemical revolvers blasting, we already know what it is. It's time for the Western movies. Alright, I pulled a player token.
Amazing.
Cole or Pat can go at this point in time. If there's a dispute, you can use, I believe it's Grace or Wits to try and determine who should really go. Or you could just agree
Got
who goes
shot.
right
I
now.
think it's Cole's go.
Yeah. Gavolt, good job.
Okay, so important note here, right? Here's how action goes in this game. 1, you generate stamina. Your max stamina is 3, though, and you started the fight with 3, so don't worry about that. You can change your state or change your weapon. You want to keep your pistol out? You want to change it? You want to become placed?
Alright. So, honestly, it looks like I can actually get a clean shot, so I might not have to move.
So, define clean shot.
Would you agree?
Because, so, that man is mostly... This guy is peeking around a thick fucking wall. He is definitely obscured. Which, I mean, you can shoot at him. He's not hidden, but...
So...
He's obscured. Your target number is going to be a 1 to shoot this person. If you were, for example, in the same cart as him, and didn't have that wall in the way, your target number to shoot him would be a 3.
That's still really low.
Yep, shooting people with guns is not the most likely thing in this system.
Yeah.
Note that the accuracy of a firearm determines how many dice are rolled, as well as extenuating conditions. If you get close with a gun, if you get within 5 meters of the gun, that'll get you an extra dice. If you get within a tenth of the range with any other gun, it's actually -1.
I don't want to, whip out the big gun. But yeah. No, we're going to stick with the pistol right now, Pat. Are we gonna just like bunker up in this area right here?
And reminder, you are presently between the carts,
Fires
and
to
there are ladder. There is a ladder here you could clamber above if you so desired.
That's not a bad idea.
Ooh, clambering. Oh, I really like that idea. Yeah, I want to clamber up.
All right, so but
And
bear in
see if
mind
I
if
can
you want to do any weapon or
slam through.
so you do no stance or weapon change because you'd have
I'm
to
staying
declare
with
that
the
now.
pistol.
Okay, so you spend
Staying
one
with the
stamina, you get your 15 meters of movement. 1, 2, 3. You have popped up to the top of the train. That's 3 meters of movement. You got 12 left. You don't see any drop vents here, but there is a drop vent to the north. And you are being buffeted at the moment by, rushing ash winds. Although, important note, they are less buffeting, as this thing definitely is slowing down.
Right. Yeah, no, time to clamber on. Let's see, I spent a stamina. So I probably want to hold here then, right?
Well, I mean, so you still have, you get the whole movement. So like you've got 13 meters left to move if you want to make tracks across the top of this thing.
Yeah. If I have 13 meters left,
Yeah.
let's take
So
the spot. Is that above him or no?
You're definitely above them generally speaking. Do you want to fucking like start shooting down into the cart below? Wait, do you want to try and get?
He was 4 seats down.
Do you want to try and get right? Yeah, okay. Do you want to try and get right above this guy and like clock him through, like soft wall him?
That's pretty much the idea. So
I think the exterior of most of this train has armor value 3, which our AP1 gun won't pierce. However, you will know.
I see what you mean by soft. Okay, I see what you meant by soft wall. No. Okay, not through the roof. No, through the window.
Oh shit! You want to fucking hang over the side and absolutely say hello. Oh fuck! I love this. Yeah. So.
Oh my god! Amazing.
Do you have any skills which might assist you in acts of brazen daring, such as leaning over the side? This is going to cost a stamina. You're going to be at 0 stamina at the end of this, I think. Do you have any skills that you think would apply to hanging off the side of a moving train?
Yeah, no, not for hanging off a train. No.
All right.
Now, creeping up on my opponent where they expect me least, definitely not for hanging off a train.
I will compromise here. I would call this a bronze sneak.
Bronze sneak. Yeah. You know what? Being buffeted by the wind. Yeah, I would say that takes some strength. I will take that dare. And let's okay. No, I can't bust that out yet. I do have a rapid movement system, but I don't want to use that. So yeah, we're not going to use that yet. Yeah, bronze. You said athletics, right?
I said bronze sneak. Or do you want to try
bronze sneak?
Or you could try grace athletics if you prefer.
I'm like I have a bronze athletic, grace athletics, stealth. They're all 3, so it's the same.
Fucking pop them. Fucking pop your choice here.
So we're going.
All right, a 4 hits it. A 4 hits. You lean over the side, and an absolutely, completely unexpected move. You're fucking hanging out the side. I'm gonna say this gives you 2 extra dice for point blank and the utter surprise here. So you're using a pistol, right? That's accuracy 3. Roll me 5 of your shoot dice. I believe
shooting is.
I believe you can replace
D8.
one of. Yeah, and do you have a superior grace? Because I think you can replace one with a grace.
So here's how. If I tally up what I have assassin, so I add 2 dice to my roll hit. I have sure shot, which improves my die by 1, which I already did. I have a D8. I don't have time to aim, so we're gonna roll those D8.
And you've got a situational modifier of +2.
Yep. So that's 5d8.
But assassin's giving you +2 as well, right? Either way, you fucking hit. You fucking blow them out.
There's the 1 and the 2, baby.
Now you've got an AP1 gun, right?
I was using my pistol.
Yeah, unless you're using a special munition or something. So we're gonna see their armor.
No
save.
special aim.
They fucking fail. You fucking blow them out. There is raspberry jam coating the floor, oozing from their violet coat. They're gonna need to see their tailor about that. About the jam that went everywhere. Yeah, your pistol fucking pops them.
Okay.
So,
lethal system, indeed.
Yeah. So I'm mixing them. Oh yeah. So you are winded.
I'm definitely at zero stamina.
You're at 0 stamina. Your state has changed to winded. Fun facts about the winded state. I will receive for you shortly. Where the fuck? Oh, did I fail to obtain that? Well, we'll find out more fun facts about the winded state in the future.
We will find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, so I'm switching them. I'm switching them. I pulled another player token. So, Pat, you were the last person on team player. You go. You just saw like a bullet go and like blood start as this person like slumped over.
Perfect. Okay, so I have a 15 meter movement.
Correct.
Let me just real quick.
I will note there is a roly-doly cardy-wardy in your path of movement. How would you like to care for that? That
is absolutely part of my plan here.
That's part of the plan? Okay.
I kind of want to... Yeah, oh yeah.
Alright.
So gauging this, is this cart laden with things? Are there
There's
sweets
like,
on it? Is it like...
It's not super laden. It's got like some napkins and paper cups or whatever, but it's not super laid down with anything right now. There might be some creamer.
So I'm imagining I'm maybe a little bit actually let me real quick remember the dimensions.
You are muscular slizzard mommy. Okay? You are muscular slizzard mommy.
I'm about human sized, right?
I think you're a little bigger.
I'm a muscular slizzard mommy. But am I about the weight of a human is kind of what I'm thinking.
You are the appropriate weight to engage in shenanigans upon that cart.
Okay, cool. So I kind of want to do like a like a toddler in a grocery store style, run up on it, grab the handle, and kind of skate on it towards my opponent.
Okay, here's how I'm going to interpret this. You tap, you move for 1 stamina.
I'm sorry.
You engage in skating for another stamina. And now, what skill do you think governs...
Is this an athletics roll?
I would definitely call this a grace athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Skate your heart out.
Yeah, so time to see if you make great distance.
I'm really realizing I did not maximize my character, but holy shit, look at that!
Yeah, so you roll down, and this person is like trying to scramble.
And the sword is out.
Yeah, the sword is out. You are rolling down on the cart, and everybody is like crying bloody murder as a Primus Eco woman with glowing tattoos, or individual rather, with glowing tattoo, just absolutely fucking skates through here, comes up with the skid, sword out, and I would say there's a charge action. I think this will qualify as a charge. Let me just check that real quick.
How is that not a charge? She's literally going at him.
No, I'm trying to find out.
Well, it's adjacent. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if there is... okay. Well, the process of determining results in the melee is initiated. I think this is... So I don't think you have to spend an extra stamina to initiate this. I think that because you became engaged as a result of charge move, because we count it as your charge move, you don't have to spend a stamina on this. Not that it's going to matter. But yeah, give me that resolve a fight.
Okay.
Which,
that's going to be my fighting dice?
Two fighting dice, one grace dice.
2 fighting, 1 grace. Cool. All right, so that's going to be roll 2d8.
They lack a melee weapon, and they are surprised. They're going to roll a single d20.
Roll 1d10.
So here's what happens here. You've got an AP1 sword, but because it's considered precise, you treat it as if though it was of inferior armor value, and you just fucking poke him in the heart. Stapled. Everyone's sort of crying out, looking around in surprise. Peace, Lurb, and there's generally speaking like surprise and concern, and people are like not sure, like, are you security? And you know they're kind of like a little aghast, taken aback.
Like a church.
And then someone's like, "Oh, that's lovely," and someone else is like, "What?"
You execute on spot.
Security answers to me.
And yeah, so the train is still moving. The train is still moving slowly on a direction that you might not be going. You know that to the north is the Gamma. We assume you like hoist yourself up on the roof. You guys know that to the north is where you would control the train from.
Mm-hmm. I kind of peer out the window and I say, Gamma, get to the next chamber. I'll come down the slow way.
These people with the, with the, like, ash begins to fill in this cart, chokingly, as some of the civilians sort of, like, clamber for the southern cart, and people in the southern cart, to not get ash all up in their lungs, slam the door shut.
I was assuming people would shut the door behind us.
Yeah, but the thing is, so, like, one of these civilians here, she didn't get out. You and the cart were in the way, and she's now kind of choking, trying to cover her mouth with cloth.
Oh, damn.
So, like, a window on this train car has been shot open, meaning that it is now exposed to all of the ash outside.
Oh, fair. All right.
You put your mask on. I wasn't worried about this.
Yeah, dude. So, do they have a rebreather?
You know, it looks like there is little, like, pop downs that you'd have on an airplane. But when you try to, like, they're not activating. And she tries to claw up at it, and she hits it so hard, she actually knocks it apart, and it reveals that it's in fact a facade. And this train wasn't equipped with emergency gas rebreathers.
Wow, that's fucked up. Damn.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked. All right.
She's not doing so hot.
She's coming with me.
Okay.
I hold my breath and I stick my rebreather on her, grab her tight, and break down that next door.
All right. So, I'm trying to remember how toughness works, but you know what? Give me a brawn athletics for the moment.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You glitch.
Give me a brawn athletics.
Fuck. Wish it could be Grace. All right, 1d12. Wild card. Fuck it. That's bad.
All right. So,
damn it.
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 8.
So okay.
Not great.
You come over here sputtering. You close the door behind you, right? You're out of stamina. You're exhausted, and you're not doing so hot. And to your north, you see a woman coming out who kind of looks at you. She's wearing a black and white jacket, suede, and she says, "What in the gods damn?" And she looks around as if though expecting somebody else to be here. When you see that shit happening, Cole, what is Gamma doing?
I'm winded, right? And I also can't see.
It's not a big deal. So we're out of combat. We're out of combat. I would say at this point.
Okay.
So we're in narrative time for the moment.
I have to be honest.
Mhm.
I have to be honest. I completely forgot about the ash system, like including the train sealing the ash outside. Completely forgot. So right
Mhm.
now, I'm trying to level out how ethical of an assassin my character is going to be, considering pets.
Well, in theory,
or considering Gavolt-
emergency
considering
rebreather should have
Gavolt's-
dropped when that happened.
Yeah. Considering Gavolt's first action was to start saving some of them, I'm actually going to check the inside of the train really quick. And since I'm a robot, basically, I might pick up some survivors, but first I'm actually going to see if there's any targets left.
Okay, so you
There's
swing
nobody
through the
else.
inside. No, I would
Yep.
note both of these downed targets have a rebreather and a pistol on them.
Oh, they
And-
both have weapons on it.
And everybody but the person
good
Gavolt
sell.
saved seems to be safe. They're the people to the
So-
south are like pinning their bodies against this door to not have the ash come in as much as they can. And
Okay,
so you're gonna drop
we
into the
rescued
cart.
the only person in danger.
Okay, so you come into the cart, you sweep the cart. That's basically what you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I'll snag the 2 pistols. The survivor was rescued. All right, I come in.
Alright, so
check
Gamma-
on Gavolt.
Yeah. So Gamma, you're coming up. You're coming up, right?
Yeah, knock knock.
So
I'm assuming there's windows on these.
there's like a small window, I guess. You can kind of see like a figure beyond. Gavolt, you see
Yeah,
this
well,
woman.
clearly Gavolt's gone.
This
so
woman is the
catching up
actual.
with the team.
Yeah, okay, so you're gonna catch up to them. You pop in the door. There's a bit of a burst of ash, which is not really great for Gavolt, but I'm sure they'll manage. And the the conductor seems bewildered and says, "Who are you with?"
The church.
And she kind of like her eyes kind of like go a little wide, and she takes that in, and she's like,
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You glitched out at the wrong time.
her eyes go a little wide, and she's like, "Fuck." No, she doesn't say "fuck." Her eyes just go wide, and she's like, "Oh, okay. What brings you here?" We were having some train issues. We've taken a train's left. We were trying to go train's right. It's a bit of a malfunction. And she's like trying to talk you.
Getting the
Can
feeling
I-
that this might not, somebody else might be directing this train at the moment.
Well, you can see
Nevertheless,
Yeah,
we
so-
took care of some troublemakers.
You can see into the room to the north, right? And you don't see anybody else there.
Yeah. Yeah. I raise my hand to Gamma as if to say, let me be the judge of that. And
Oh,
then
I thought we were dealing
no.
with the
Should I
trolley
use
problem
judge?
here, and somebody changed the tracks on. Sorry.
Well, the tracks did get switched. I mean, it would seem as if though the tracks were switched from the outside, yes, which the person driving the train can't change. Wait, okay, so what you were just rolling some dice now? What's up?
No, I want to use judge to see if she's lying.
Yeah, okay. She's definitely what is it, just to let you like tell if someone's lying? Is it like a specific lie? I mean, generally speaking, what you get here is that she was expecting a different group of people, and she is not surprised by the fact that you have taken the left.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, sorry. So it took me a while to catch that in the replay. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Yeah, so I think I know what is going on here. She is either not the true conductor, or she is the real conductor, and this place has been bought out by the community. Either way, my answer is... So do I have enough stamina built up that I might
Yeah,
cast a spell with...
This is a different encounter, I would say, and this is, I would even say, out of combat. She's not gonna pull a gun. She's unarmed. You can just you can make her use magic test if you wanna. You can use the magic and your tattoos of the confirmed glow gold and swirl with magic as you do, and she starts to be like, whoa, whoa, and she pulls up her hands as she sees you're doing something funky.
Well, her hands aren't going to presumably stop me from casting Binding. TN3, so target number for my use magic check. Oof. Okay, wow. I really built a suboptimal character, all things considered. It's a bummer.
I think there's
all
a
right,
few ways
so
to juice that. Right?
Yeah, I mean, all right, so actually, now I might ask you out of character. Now that I'm kind of reading the rules a little bit better, is there any chance I could really quickly make a quick change to my character sheet?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. If you want to be better,
nothing that would
better at
yeah,
casting.
nothing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
go for it.
necessarily. Let me cut let me cut that and my search, and let me give myself at least 2 in use magic, which sadly, because of the way that I built my character, was not one of the ones that I got for free. Okay, so I have quickly changed my character sheet a little bit. Given this is our first time playing this, I next time I play this, I
How
will
dare
definitely,
you? Oh my god.
next
you're
time I play this,
cheating.
if I'm a mage, I will definitely put more than 1 skill point into use magic. Okay, so now that I have 2, I'm going to try to meet that target number of a 3. Okay, hold on. But there is something else fun about magic, I think, in this system that I might be ignoring here. So
if you fail, you're going to make a barrier roll. There's a chance. So there's a chance that even though you make the barrier roll, you pass, or rather, the spell gets cast. So roll the dice.
Okay.
Some fun's happening either way. It's very reminiscent of if anybody's ever played a Warhammer role-playing game system with like the miscast.
I'm gonna have to pass that one on the replay. Yeah, it sounds like that. Alright, so note that most characters cannot. Yep, okay. Casting any magic requires a use magic. So,
yeah, just toss them.
I believe offensive magic. Power points. Alright, so casting offensive magic. Okay, so this is not offensive magic. This is almost past it. Utility magic does not cause damage, falls under the utility umbrella. Utility spells are listed below. Each spell has their own target number for the use magic check and a given stamina cost. So we're out of combat. So you're not
roll. You just roll your use
right?
magic many dice on your spirit dice. Just roll use magic many spirit dice. 2 of them. Awesome.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there was a way that I think it's for offensive magic where I can use my stamina to make the test different in some way. I'll have to look that back up. All in all, though, I think the magic system's great. If I had a, this is obviously my first time playing this. This is on Kickstarter live right now. Go check it out. It's actually really great. If I were playing this a second time, I might, have built my character a different way. But let's go ahead and try this. Roll 2d10. That does not seem to work. Okay. So I think we're rolling on that wild magic.
Yeah, so your target number was 3, correct?
Yeah, my target number was 3.
Roll me a 1d20.
Can't do much about that. Yeah, alright. Well, woo! We're gonna experience wild barrier magic. This is why you kill abominations. Right here. What is about to happen, I'm sure.
Well, this is abominations actually roll on a different table. That's a d12.
Yeah,
Do you want to roll
worse shit. I'm sorry. Lee, can you repeat what you said?
Roll a d20.
I'm not catching any of it.
To chat.
Didn't I?
You roll a d12.
Oops. Whoops. My bad. Thank you. Okay.
So either way, yeah, so you wind up drained, and you cannot cast again for the next 10 minutes. She holds up her hands and says, please, please have mercy. Look, they put me up to it, okay? And the company isn't paying me enough to cover my bills, and, you know, I'm having to work an extra shift, please. I just really, 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 really need for this to not end poorly. I've got a family. I got a whole polycule back home, okay? I got to take care of. If we could just, you know, handle this in a very, I'm sure, church-approved way, I could maybe show you some legal goods.
Okay, sorry. Can you repeat what she said?
She admits that she basically just begs for you to not hurt her and says she'll show you some illegal goods.
Yeah, Pat. We should all have one in all skills. Buying a ring gets you 2. Buying 2 rings gets you 2 dice, and 3 gets you 3 dice. Oh wait, sorry.
Okay, yeah, no.
Rank boost.
Strike did
Rank
actually clarify that. I've been doing that wrong, so I should have one more than I have
You should.
been wrong.
Yeah, you're better at everything now.
Again.
Yay.
My folly. that makes sense actually. So yeah. Either way though, I did what I did.
Yep.
Good job.
So,
All right. So she's offered to show us illegal goods.
Yep.
And
Nice. Cool.
What was her reason for diverting the trap?
She did not get into that.
She did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna come over here and you know, potentially use threaten again to you know, if magic fails, I'm still
All right.
intimidating.
Ultimately,
You know what? Are we
she's not
allowed
really
to
resisting that
team
much.
up?
Sure. Yeah. What do you do? Tell me how you like put the lean on her.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to, like, you know, just follow up. Stand right next to her as the threaten gets, I don't know if that gives a bonus or anything.
Yeah.
but
She looks at you like,
It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you intimidate her.
I'm not going to say anything.
She,
I'd like to pull the whole Vi in Arcane and lean up against the wall, hand
yeah, she
you know,
can.
hand on the wall.
You are
her
obsessed with that
between
show.
me. It is a good show. I'm sorry. It's a good show.
She lean up against the wall. You say some shit to her. I guess Discord's just gonna cut out, so I really
Press
feel like I
up
can't
against
even
the
do dialogue at this point. She fucking tells you that yeah, this was a setup. They were supposed to divert the train and make it look like a robbery, but they had somebody on the inside to make sure that things went smoothly. This is a derelict rail, and you know, someone needs to slow down and stop the train now, which she'll do. At which point in time, you guys can carry on. And there are smuggled arms of the restricted variety in these crates, and you don't, technically speaking, have the legal authority to run around shooting random people. So you haven't exactly committed a law enforcement action here so much as a vigilante train shootout. Are you going to leave this for whoever comes to collect it? Are you going to take the guns for
vigilante
yourself?
train shootout does seem to be my style.
And as Gamma is hired, clearly he must back up his claim. So
Yeah, so there is...
that's how it goes.
More or less, there is some gear here. And there are two items here, right, of particular note. One is a personal shield generator. And it shall we say, gives you quite a bit of armor. And you can't shoot while you've got it on, but it's quite useful.
The vault, I'm going to give that to you right off the bat. You take it.
Mm-hmm.
There is additionally a Slayer pattern sword with precision edging, large
You
chem
get a
pipes.
double
And
get.
there is a grenade launcher. So, are you guys just gonna jack this shit?
That one's definitely for you.
Oh, Lee, there is one thing I need to do for my character, and that's I need batteries to live.
There's definitely
I will
spare
have to,
batteries in this compartment.
I'll let Gavolt know.
Yeah,
Are there any batteries?
Yeah, you can ransack spare batteries. Like this is a cargo. This is like this is like the admin compartment where there are some crates, but it's just supposed to be like paperwork and certain official like certain substances that are being moved as part of some legal process. It's not. This isn't like a cargo container cart. So it's weird. There's a bunch of crates in it. There's a bunch of weapons, but there's also shit like you can find in a cabinet. Some energy cells to live.
Oh yeah. All right. I am one day closer to not dying.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys. So the train is presently, marooned in the middle of nowhere. You could back it up, get it back on the tracks, and send it back to the city that it's going to. Do you guys want to maybe not be on the train exactly when it reaches civilization because you now have restricted weapons that you don't have the papers for? I'm just suggesting to speed it along.
No, we were listening to the stream.
I had to listen to the stream to catch that bit. Yeah.
God,
Discord
fucking
does not
Discord.
work for you, my friend. We should break at 10:30 and switch to something else.
what?
Because this is not working.
I promise there's literally no
know.
alternative right now. If you can't use Video Ninja, we don't have an alternative.
God. Oh wait. I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna try turning off Lee's camera. No wait.
I don't know that it'll work, but
It might not.
Anyway. So yeah, if we have to get off the train, we have to get off the train. My question though is so presumably she diverted the tracks so that she could meet with some buyer or something for the restricted goods.
So yeah, so you want if you press her on that, she will confer to you that there are 3 stashed bikes with cargo plate carrier room. So there are 3 motorcycles stashed out in the wastes here, intended to be used for the getaway.
Oh.
Well, we got a way to get away.
Well, that is very useful.
Fun. Okay, this was just funny to me when I was making my character. This is just the way it was worded. It says you have, if you're a construct, you have like 6 slots, to upgrade yourself. But in the very next category down, like where they list upgrades, I didn't scroll down far enough, so I was looking at vehicles, and I was like, oh shit, can I use like 4 of my upgrades to become a bike? And no, I just misread it. But I thought that would have been the funniest shit ever.
Detroit, become bike. That's the next David Cage
Become
game.
bike, destroy your
Become
world.
bike. Yep. Like I'm just a transformer now. But no, I misread it.
People are posting on Omicron the Nomad
Love
Soul,
that.
but they don't. Detroit Become Bike is an underrated gem. So many pixels, it shows you motion. Anyway, I'll stop shitposting. You guys, you bike up. I hate to push it here, but obviously,
No,
with
you
the
can
present audio
describe that to us.
situation,
Yeah.
things are not gonna improve
Yeah, we gotta fix
at this
that.
rate. You pull out into the wastes. Gamma, you
That
are a
is true.
tracker.
There is a
and
size upgrade mod.
now that you are out here, it's time to begin the tracking, my friend. What sort of skills do you have that you'll be deploying as you cross the wastes on your bike?
I think this is Gamma's department.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely Gamma's department.
So it is time to Wait, what am I deploying here? Can I just survey the land? Are we where are we heading anyways?
So,
We're
I
heading
mean,
towards
all right,
the,
I'm gonna say this, so please do
yeah,
whatever you
that's
gotta
a
do
good
to like
question.
hear what I'm saying. You knew that near this city was the last time the abomination was sighted, alongside some smugglers, and you think that they were taken somewhere to the southeast of the city you were riding towards, but not into the city. You ride out on your bikes and you're looking for landmarks in the ash wastes, which are very hard to find because of the twisting bend of ash outside the walls, the shields of these cities pockets. It's something that you need an experienced person to reliably do. Gamma, you are looking for an ancient Parthon pillar somewhere southeast of the city that you believe they made camp at and then headed east from. Or that's the latest, but you might be able to find signs of their passing, not so much in the shifting ash fields, but, just marks of further camps or anything placed or dropped. So you're hunting, you're tracking, you're looking. I would say probably a wits alertness. Wits alert. If there's not another, I don't know the skill list, so when I say what skill might you use, I'm kind of trying to like prompt you for what you got that you're good at. Because I also can't see your sheet.
Yeah. Would identify be the no? I'm looking at all of this. The only thing I can think of is maybe alertness or search. I have basic search. I have better alertness.
All right, give me a wits search. Wits alertness.
Yeah. I'd much rather alert. Let's go for this. So, doing my best to take a look at those pillars, disturb sands, anything, signs of life.
Yep, and you do with the 4 catch sight of the pillar after some time and manage to lead yourself and Gavolt vroom vroom out there on your bikes. Now give me, this is gonna be less fun. Give me a wits search to try and like toss over the trash and the ruins here to see if there's some sign of tracks.
All right. I might need help with this. You mind helping me search? This is a team effort, good vote. I only have one search, so we're gonna this might take a bit.
Well, because I reconstructed my character, I also only have one search, but
That's
I'll
fair.
assist.
I'll say you help out and Gamma can roll 2 dice. Why not?
It's let's see, search.
I'll roll a note.
What is search?
Damn, thanks for the second dice, Pat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, shit, nice.
Gavolt sort of walks around in the very usual style of
You're welcome.
making sure that everything in the area has been surveilled. A wide arc. She looks at things without a forensic need to maintain the site, but sort of tipping things over. An old register, some spewed metal guts, and strange mortarwork ripped up from the ground at some point. One of the various apocalypses the world has suffered. And Gamma, in the process, manages to see what appears to be a strange smattering of ash, kind of like tucked into a... not a bag so much as like a metal sheath that's melted. It looks like somebody used a cremation capsule here on a dead body.
What the?
Now, dead bodies in the era of silence, souls don't leave their bodies anymore until they're completely destroyed. So as a necessary part of life, you completely burn all bodies.
Somebody wanted that soul. Okay.
Well, somebody burned it. Somebody burned the whole body. So you
That
just
is
find
the way.
you find evidence of a body having been disposed of here. It's recent, and backtracing from there, you see signs amidst the
Yeah,
rock.
somebody burned
of
the body to release the soul.
Yeah, somebody had built like a rock Somebody had moved rocks over
process.
here to open the passage east. Gamma. I would say as a traveler and a hunter, you would know there was a small settlement down in a tri-point crevasse to the east here. And if they're... It is based on how heavy they were traveling and where they were going, couldn't think of any other point of light that they might have been traveling for.
All right. I guess there's nowhere else they need to travel, so yeah, I guess we can head for that.
Yeah. So Ousttown,
outpost.
you know the name is...
Do you know if we have to like? Actually, wait a second. An outpost like that, would they be like messing around with stuff out here?
What do you mean stuff out here?
Like, would there be residents? Like, are they known to like survey or scout like areas?
There's still a half day's travel from where you are. You don't see why they would come this far out. They certainly don't have any farms or anything out here.
Right. Okay. Just kind of wondering, like, I wonder if they would be involved, but no. Okay.
Indeed.
We find an outpost.
Well, you know it's a half day's travel to the east, and you know what else is a half day's travel to the east? The 10-minute break at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for coming out. Don't forget to support Shrike's game on Kickstarter. It's called Era of Silence, and it is great fun. We will be back in 10 minutes, and yeah.
Right. Oh, and thanks for the clarification, Strike, about yes, you can add wheels to your character. I again was just thinking I could turn my ass into a motorcycle, which is very different. So,
Man, it really sucks about the communication thing tonight. Yeah.
not the first time. Oh, is that bad if I say that? Hang on. Let me.
No.
Da, 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 da.
Gotta just wait for Lee to get back on that one.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. Take some piss.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm back. I'm gonna exit out of Discord and try something real quick. Hey, Cat. Hey, Pat. Cole, can you hear me? Cole. Hey? Hello,
Exciting.
everyone. After a extended break to fix tech issues, we are hopefully coming through a little better.
Hello! Alright, I can hear and respond to you in real time now.
I can
It's
hear
gonna be fun.
Lee. This is what we needed.
We can finally hear
I didn't feel like
Lee.
I didn't feel like setting up my stupid YouTube joke again, so it's me. I'm not an alien sitting in a chair anymore. Sorry, guys.
Work.
I also consume a special and expensive nutrient, check Robin. It's called Rogue Energy, and it rapidly degrades the functionality of my cardiovascular system.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps cold. But
On
we're
the
seeing
energy
now.
drink train? Yeah, not the best idea.
No, I haven't been drinking Rogue in forever.
Dang. Breaking out the rogues tonight. See, Video Ninja, get your shit together, man. Make it so we can do this right the first time. Got him drinking Rogue. Get your shit together.
Okay, wow.
Our dynamic duo heads east into the ash clouds, billowing V's of detritus flowing behind them into the wastes.
Yes.
And after some time, you arrive in Owstown, arriving from the west. You find a glistening orange light, familiar to any who have known civilization in this land. It keeps the ash at bay. And you come down not into a massive dome, but into a tripartite crag into the ground. And along the edge of this monorailed gully, you come down into the town. Fungal indeed, Cook Spirit. Oh my god, a huge bomb. Yeah.
Hey, Corruptor!
Yeah.
Oh, looking pretty torn up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see a town built into old Parthen ruins. And with, you know, two people looking like obvious corporate security stooges hanging around. Some other people tending small stalls. People living up in the rocks and cliff face of the wall. You see some people and barefoot children even scampering into what appear to be just the crags in the rock. You don't know how deep the Parathan ruins go, but you suspect that, given this is air withoght ash choking it, if you want to be living anywhere, you even see some tents pitched. There is a very standout structure here, ferrocrete and metal bracers. The south.
Oh wow, this is a lovely map.
From what I can see, because the fog of view. Alright. I guess we can just kind of roll on in. I don't know.
You, by the way,
eat Gavolt?
in addition to liquors, you do see a sign that says Cooper's, and like a little alchemical flask here.
Yeah, Gavolt, what's the call? I'm like, we want to get food. We want to I don't know if we should be asking around quite yet. They might not even know. I don't think it would be reasonable for them to know about the train incident and everything. So,
Indeed, no one would willingly harbor an abomination, considering the damage they can do to others. Being a member of the church and a presumably abomination hunter to some extent, or at least familiar with those who do similar tasks, would I know of any, you can obviously say no to this if this is just like a random thing that I'm spouting out here, but is there something that abominations typically need to do their magic? Is there something
No,
that they would
they
flock to? They're just
use
people who
magic the same way
use
you
magic.
do in most ways. It's just when it goes wrong, it goes really wrong.
It goes really wrong.
There's no other common denominator. You have church trivia, and you know that there are lots of people with red, felt string pegboard maps trying to put together some sort of common denominator. If it exists, you haven't heard of it.
So this could potentially be like, an innocent individual who tried to learn magic and tried to in the same exact way that I did as a confirmed magic user of the church. But whenever they cast magic poorly, it breaks dimensions.
More or less.
Oh, that sucks for them.
Their magic is also, just generally speaking, more potent.
Yeah, well.
They're just
Don't
bound
wanna,
to this reality.
Don't want a dragon being reborn by the wheel right now. So let's go find them.
Yeah, so you do see that two corporate stooges and security types kind of guard. They seem a little out of place here, but then so does the facility to the south. And there's a local watering hole. And
Let's go there.
Yeah, all right. So you
Why
want
not?
to pull up in front of the bar, basically.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
travelers
Room.
from out
Alright,
of town.
Where you guys have
Pull up
control?
at-
You guys have
yeah, that's
control
fine.
of the bikes. You can move them.
I was trying to
No.
drag the bike. It didn't move.
Yeah. So park wherever you'd like
My
to
bike
park.
gets there before I do.
Okay, so that's the front door. So, yeah. So you come here. You swing open the doors. Everybody kind of like takes a look at you. And they give you the once over. Nobody really lets their eyes linger too long. The other, what's their fucking name? The something Ika, the Ipsimus Ikas, the Lipsimus Ikas.
Prima Sika?
The Primus Ika, yeah, the other Primus Ika gives you like a sup nod of recognition as they get back to their meal.
Oh wait, shit, where's they?
They are in this corner, and a fluid tube dances a alchemical reflective mesh inside this tube in the visage of a dancing lady.
No. How alluring. That must be for those not on business.
Yep. People here seem to be eating and drinking, and they look like they probably work here. You see the Gamma, the ash and soot-covered overalls and latex boots of those who work in the ash farms, and the telltale stench of the grease you must schmuck it with. Party Web Games, hello and thank you for the raid. Hail Lord Truffle.
Hey!
Hey, party!
Hail Lord Truffle.
Raid.
All hail the Truffle Lord.
It's funny, we're talking
Lord
about
Alfredo
mushrooms right
Trump.
now. One of our characters is a mushroom.
What does this mean?
Yeah,
What is
Gamma.
this man?
I don't know, we'll have to figure out what's going on Party Wipe Games next week.
Check them out, folks. Check them out. We are here
Unless
playing
they-
Air of Silence,
Yeah,
a
check
fun
'em
game
out.
on Kickstarter right now. We're fighting mushrooms. Well, and here
Yo!
you joined the fight alongside the mushroom.
How? Yeah.
What
How
a
dare you
situation.
fight mushrooms? I'm a mushroom today. You don't know who you're messing with. In fact, you're about to find out I might be one of the deadliest
And
mushrooms
you,
around.
and you guys did see the part where you also found 3 grenades with a grenade launcher, right?
Yes.
Right.
This mushroom now has a grenade launcher. Careful.
With an explosive, a smoke, and an
Yeah,
incendiary.
don't fuck around with a mushroom that has a
Yeah,
grenade.
so you walk in, everybody looks at you. Nikki behind the bar is like, "Oh hey, what brings you here? Please step up. We got the cool little countertop casino game. We got a full service bar. What can I get you?"
Just passing through, thank you for asking. What's on tap? I do try to sample the local imbibements.
And like, oh, you want the local imbibements? Well, we've got
what are they
something-
drinking?
We've got like they call yeah. So you see that they have some what look like aluminum cans, except it's alchem-aluminum, and they've got like the visage of some long dead tree, perhaps coniferous, on the side of it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And yeah, so basically like
I want to peruse the local.
people here are
environments.
drinking
Not necessarily what they're drinking, but
people here are drinking
Something.
beer and also liquor, in the form of like dusty clay cups with some sort of viscous liquid within it, with sort of a dark ombre sheen to it, and it smells like it would take the paint off of your motorcycle. And that
Now,
motorcycle
do they have-
has like rhino lining to prevent ash from scraping the paint off.
Now, because I'm like part fungus, I think I'd prefer something on the sweeter side.
Yeah,
We got like
you
they
could
got
use-
straight up like syrup here.
yeah. They just
What are we looking at?
yeah. Well, the bartender's like, well, I mean, we do pancakes. Normally it's for breakfast, but I could make an exception.
Oh, I was more referring to like a drink that's literally
Oh, and they're just like, oh, well,
like that sweet.
yeah, and they're like, yeah, for 50 Estalian standard, I'll pour you a shot of syrup.
sounds like a lot.
I guess that is quite literally syrup.
I mean,
All right.
syrup is a rare commodity out here.
Syrup is a rare commodity.
I-
Syrup is literally the 10th of a goddamn
Dude.
sword.
Do they have a drink that is just sweet then?
Yeah, they
Sweet
fix
ass-
you up. They fix you up what's known as a Celestian sour, but it's actually sweet, and the name is a little fun Celestian joke. So,
Okay.
yeah, they pour you the sour, and I assume you just kind of like soak it on your bits, perhaps through the mouth hole.
Yeah, it's covert, like it's through the mouth hole, but it's definitely just seeping through the machine.
Through the
That's
robo beak, it kind of like visibly
Yeah.
seeps through the coils into the moss that makes up your
Yep.
animated bits. And
Indeed.
yeah, so y'all two.
I like to imagine it's kind of like a slight rusty, like the jaw just kind of goes, and I like throw it back, and then it's like as it closes back.
Indeed. So while this is happening, and presumably once I've been served, I kind of let the bartender linger, or make eye contact with said bartender or something, as if to suggest conversation.
All right.
And I say, so, is it often that you find yourself entertaining strangers to these parts?
And they're like, no, we've got a pretty small town out here, and we're not connected by any train lines, so, mostly just the odd gamesman comes through hunting, or scrappers, and they kind of give a little bit of a shifty eye, but they don't say anything in particular.
Oh, quiet town. That could give us a chance to take it easy then.
Yeah, sounds nice. Very nice. Nice and relaxing. What's with all the corporate muscle out there at the entrance?
And they're like,
Seems a bit of
oh,
what you do.
Union
Just
Lax
like,
and Tulip Loose? Well, I can never
I
keep them.
suppose I
I can
do.
never keep them straight which one's which, but I think there's only two of them. And I guess this Hagen, they're a representative of, and then the bartender kind of trails off and says, the corporation.
Interesting. Is this like trailing off in a way where she doesn't want to talk about it, or just kind of like whatever?
Just questioning whether or not they should have said it, but doesn't really know what else to say instead.
I
Fair
think we
enough.
can respect that. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
help
mean,
change the conversation. That's an interesting color. What is that exactly out over here?
And
It's like a building.
Yeah, so that
Decent
tower, you
rainbow
would recognize
spectrum.
it. It is a anti-ash field projector. It is making the shield above. And it is why the air here
Oh.
isn't choked with ash. And there's this
Oh.
gleaming golden hexagonal field above, holding it at bay. And it doesn't need that big of an array because it's just in this like dugout canyony area,
Right.
rather than a full proper bubble that you'd be used to in cities.
Are these like super common, or is this like a makeshift? Like, oh, that's pretty impressive for this ash farm village.
What trivias do you have?
I have history and agriculture. So,
Agriculture, definitely, I would say. You know that there are some farmsteads that have limited bubbles, but overwhelmingly, it's more economical to like dig out a bunker and give it a filtration system than it is to extend a shield. And
yeah.
ash farmers just have to live with the fact that they got to muck out into the ash beyond, and then either go back to the bunker or go back under the dome after the day's work is done. So it's it's certainly not nothing. It's certainly not nothing.
Yeah, but it's not common for ash farmers, basically.
It's not common.
So
No, it's not common.
it's like that's a pretty important device to have here. You guys like have like huge exports to like support that.
Oh well, no. It's just there's been a little investing recently. We've had one for a while, but it was starting to fail, and the company that used to make the replacement parts isn't around anymore. But we've got a new sponsor, and things are going pretty well.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, they said they were interested in reopening the mines, and I don't know anything about that, but things are taken care of. And you would note that Tulip Loose and Union Lax are hanging around this platform next to a Yazray in fine, efficient attire. Who's their like talons are wearing these like silvered, like up armored talon gear, and they are, they've got this like nice big coat on, and they're kind of like looking down at Tulip Loose and Union Lax, and Union Lax not so covertly jerks a head in your direction. Hagen doesn't raise their gaze towards you, but if you wanted to give me a wit's alertness, you might be able to listen in.
Okay, I'm like, wow, fancy. They have fancy clothes on. Clearly, they must be part of the investment, right? Are we stereotyping rich people? Hang on. All right.
So while you're trying to listen in on that conversation, I would lean in towards the bartender and say, "So, any other strangers pass by of late?" And I might slip them a coin or two.
A little bribe. You got a skill.
A little bribe.
You got a skill that you think's gonna help you with this?
I might have said threaten, but then I kind of bribe. So maybe this
we
is
don't
a
need to
persuade.
threaten them already.
Yeah. So I'd say this is
Probably a persuade.
There's
So that was
a
good.
spirit persuade with a small bribe. I'd give you a modifier of 1, an extra dice of 1.
All right, 3D, and then
Not bad.
got a 4. Got
Yeah,
that count for
4.
something? Maybe.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
you first of all, Gamma overhears Hagen saying, as long as the mines secure it, can't let the subject exposed to exterior. So you catch a bit of the conversation, and then Hagen after that
Might be a lead.
I'll
just
they flap their wings, and they pop down, and then with a ch, they pop into and out of this structure. You don't quite get a good look inside, but Tulip Loose and Union Lax kind of like hook their thumbs around their pockets and take a bit of a broad-chested stroll in no particular direction, moseying, meandering even. Pat, you bribe the bartender, and they think about it for a moment, and they lean in close, right? And they say during the Civil War, there was a bit of a split in town between the Imperials and the Royalists. See, some Royalists had been basically paying for the mast, and then they got wrapped up in something. I don't know what, but a tear took them out. And then the war happened, and the Imperials won. And when they won, there was a new corporation that came in. They'd found out about the arrangement somehow, and they offered to take it up. And they also said they were going to reopen the mine, and we were going to be able to get work as miners. And I've never worked in a mine before. The mines here are ancient and tapped, but if they can reopen a vein or use alchemy somehow to change the situation, it could be great for the town's economy.
Right.
And
yeah.
we don't really advertise it. They didn't put a logo outside, but they poured out that new compound around the mine entrance and
Do I hear
brought
this
some fancy
part?
stuff in from the city. Yeah, you hear this. You're still
right
at the
next
bar.
to me.
It's playing here. And it's called the Avelian Corporation. Do either of you have trivia related to politics or
Politics.
corporations?
All right, you go for it, Gavolt. I do have a question, but you do your thing, Gavolt, and I'll share with it. I'll share.
Is this is wits? I'm assuming, right? Or no?
Um,
I don't actually know if we roll for this.
So, no, you don't. I don't think you do. I think you can, but in this instance,
I wasted a good roll on it.
You're yeah. So you are familiar with a company called Cass Extraction, the first company on the moon. They're on the moon. It's crazy. Where they mine a whole bunch of junk, which is flooding the economy and possibly destabilizing the value of minerals. But in the meantime, things are going great.
Won't someone think of the economy?
So Cass Extraction, you would know. It has a group called the Thinking Committee, and the Thinking Committee pioneers extraction concepts ahead of the open market, and were involved in the push to space and the moon, and also, generally speaking, the stranglehold on a stallion, mining through new technologies. You think that they probably have access to something that would let them drill a deeper shaft or otherwise get back at this mine. But you also know that they have a vested interest in gaining legal ownership of Parthen ruins. Everyone knows that. If anyone knows why, they either don't say or they haven't told you.
Well, there's a Parthen ruin right south of here, yeah?
Well, this place is a Parthen. Like, if you look outside and you see, like, the clay wall, metal bits, all this, like, they're living in a Parthen ruin here. This was a Parthen mining town. But without magic and with the dilapidation of time and the judgment, like, new people have come to live, new structures have been built, a new way of life has taken over. The people here are farmers now in the ash. But yeah.
Nice.
And so Avelian Corporation you recognize as one of the holding companies that the Thinking Committee uses to not make it clear that Cass Extraction is involved.
Makes perfect sense to me. Now, none of that quite answers my question, although it is exactly what I needed to hear.
I mean, they don't tell you that. They tell you it's the Avelian Corporation and, they're going to restart the mine. The other shit is stuff you know from political trivia.
Fair enough, yeah. But the question originally was, have they seen anybody new come by this way?
And yeah,
in
they
the last couple weeks.
they kind of act a little coy at this point, and other people in the bar kind of like come up, not looking at you, pay their tab, and leave.
Mm.
The Primus Ika does not. They are continuing to scarf down their delicious, delicious spaghetti, and they will not be dissuaded from doing so. This is some good old ash-grown tomat that they are mashed
I
up here, and
that.
they're enjoying it. Yeah.
I tossed them another 5. Standard coins for.
And they just say, I wouldn't know anything about that. And she looks past you, out to the street.
I see him too.
You see, they've taken a lackadaisical kind of like loop, but Union Lax and Tulip Loose are making a real close strut around. You see, they've got what look like billy clubs at their side and also holstered pistols, and they are, sort of giving a walk around. And they're definitely dawdling, and they kind of like take a look at your bikes, and they're definitely examining them as they walk by.
All right, I'm gonna ask one thing just to kind of seem normal, but I'm gonna keep an eye on the officers. So, are they hiring at the mine right now? You know who's working there?
And roll me an alertness. Roll me a wits alertness or a spirit alertness, either of you, to pick up on a series of cues that will be kicked off by.
Okay, alertness. I got 2 of it. 6-9, baby.
Oof, nice. But not necessarily nice. But nice in chat.
How good is that?
Nice chat. It's good enough to say that you see that the bartender twinges when you've made mention of people working in the mine or people being brought there. And at the corner of your eye, you do see that Union Lax definitely starts a little and hangs by the door a moment, having heard you start asking about people in the mine. And yeah, that's, I'd say, what you get with a 6.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue. I'm a bit of an ash farmer myself, but I know a lot more money can be made working in those mines. So, know if they got any positions opening? Are they looking?
Oh, well,
I'm going to stand up and put my collar up, finish my drink, put it down on the table. Kind of lean on the bar.
No, Avelian hasn't really let us know when that's gonna start, but they've done a whole lot of work, so, one of these days, but I wouldn't stick around for it. Yeah, you're looking out, you see Tulip Loose, and Tulip Loose got, their thumbs through their belt loops. They're kind of looking at they're kind of twaddling, swapping their billy club with their hands. They're the fingers left loose, and they're looking at the bike, and then they look at you, and they walk up a little bit closer to the bike while looking at you, Gavolt.
I give them the nod as if to suggest, yes, that is my bike.
No, wait. we got that from the train, right? Are you sure
you got this from the community stash?
Yeah, but do they look like community bikes?
They look nondescript, but
okay.
Knowing the community, if somebody actually tried to run a registration or check for a serial number, they would find it surreptitiously either filed off or under close inspection, the bikes will appear suspicious. But
I'm probably
just physically looking at them doesn't make it look like this is a crime bike. Right?
Okay. No, okay. Gavolt, yeah, I'm you can do your thing. I'm gonna try and not acknowledge it at the moment. If you're getting up though, then I will definitely
I'm definitely up.
hop to it.
Yeah, so
All right.
Union
Time
Labs
for the
seems to be
confront then.
kind of like step back and, give you a little head nod and say, "Howdy there, stranger. Seems you've
Hello.
come to our fair arse town. Looking for a drink? Tell me, what brings you?"
We were in the area, on our way
Yeah?
from here to there.
Feel nondescript. Well,
What I can say is we're heading, towards that other town up north.
but you came in from the west.
Yes, we did. What's it to you?
What were you doing out there? Nothing out there but ghosts and scream.
We're avoiding the ghosts and ignoring the screams.
Fair enough.
Scrapping's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I'm like easily like, we're just, we're pretty good at, scrapping. So
oh
just
yeah.
running on through.
You bringing in any salvage? You kind of look
Uh,
at the
got
bikes
some-
probingly.
Happen to, find some nothing too significant.
Yeah.
So we are continuing on.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
Right, well, have a lovely trip, and remember, Town is the best stop at this side of the mountains, eh? And they just kind of like, turn with a nod, and they keep on doing their hips forward strut around town, and the vendors are hawking it, veg and egg. One of the vendors does, pack in her goods as the conversation happens and slides to the right.
All right.
Gamma, I don't like this town. Something about it strikes me the wrong way.
And I think but the tragedy is I think we have a lead here.
Right, the mines. There's something fishy going on there.
So,
Corporations are involved. Not just any corporation, but Velian, which is a subsidiary of Cass Extraction. The ones on the moon. Great, isn't it? I think that's their slogan. Or maybe that's what people just say about it. Anyway. Something's up here. And we have to get to the bottom of it. Because I'm certain at the very bottom of it there's an abomination doing something horrible for them.
and y'all just having this conversation like in hushed tones in the doorway, right?
I am assuming that nobody has the balls to interfere.
The cabbage woman is kind of looking at you like she's holding up a leaf, like a head of cabbage, and she's like thinking like, can I sell them on it? And then she's looking at Gamma and thinking, do they eat cabbage? And then looking at Gavolt and thinking, do they really look like they want cabbage right now? And juggling the heads of lettuce and
So I see this, right? This is very readily visible to me.
yeah, she's like halfway through to like awkwardly trying to hawk her wares. She's just not sure if she should go for it.
I would like to stare at her like this.
He kind of like lowers the head, is like, and then tries to look elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bottom out. All right. Continue on the bikes then.
Yeah, so
Maybe, probably going straight for the mines is not a good idea. Not that we would know where
and then
they are.
break for them. Yeah. Do we know where the mines are from here?
So this structure in the south of town was built over the mine entrance.
Oh, wait. So it's literally in town.
Yes. This was like the company
kinda thought it
town
would be a little
built
more
up outside
discreet.
the mine.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
not
I mean,
far. Yeah.
doing it in a populated area under an ash shield is not very discreet. It is not a place you would choose to have something that you consider covert.
God. So that's why they were uncomfortable, because they're in them. Probably.
Gamma, why don't we head north like we're supposed to and, if we stop our bikes between here and the settlement to the north, then that's just between the two of us.
Yeah, of course. Or let's say return in the dead of night to investigate. Of course.
That's what I was implying. I just wasn't going to say it explicitly, but yes.
All right, so
yes, that's what we're going to do.
you two saddle up, and Union Lax and Tulip Loose, kind of like, they acknowledge your passing, but they wind up taking up like positions at either side of the mine entrance. And you two,
at least they are making it really obvious where it is. Cool.
You two blow out of town. On your bikes, as you want to leave to the north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You would notice there are some attempts at kickstarting under shield agriculture here with like dirt and soil rejuvenation and like little tubes dripping solutions. And
that sounds
like
great. We should really back this Kickstarter.
Amazing.
Stares at camera.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I said Kickstarter in the Kickstarter game stream. Oh my god.
Quite literally.
Literally.
Alright.
Yeah, so y'all do right at time. Of course, you have to move around this weird cart that seems to be like lodged into this, like, triangular divot into the crete, which forms.
It's like a mine
cart.
cart, right?
Yeah, it's like a mine cart. It's but it's built on this like weird old monorail system.
Want to follow it, Gavolt?
Well, you see that it goes out all three directions, and then it's kind of buried in ash. But all of them sort of run to the mine. You gather that
are all the tracks covered in ash? Well, that's probably because the ash is going on outside.
Well, it's not.
Interesting.
I will say this: you've seen like more modern mine carts and more modern monorails. This doesn't look like that. This looks.
Do they
really,
look like
really
they've been
old.
used though?
It looks like the carts have been used recently.
Okay.
It looks like they might have actually been built and replaced recently, but using ancient materials on the wheels. Or
Right.
it fits. It fits to the ancient infrastructure, but the carts that once rid on it have long since passed to dust and ash, and now they've just built something new that can fit on the old.
Okay, curious.
Yep.
I'm curious here. Can I might actually seeing this stop and kind of bemusedly kick it to see if it moves.
Okay.
Is the ash covering the northern track?
So you want to kick it south?
No, north.
Okay, well, it's presently rotated to the south. You kick it. You get to shutter.
Does it
a
matter
meter.
if it's on the south and north axis whether it's rotated one way?
Here, I thought we were on our bikes. You're gonna get down and kick it.
She's gonna get off and kick it. The dude running the veg and egg stand right now is like, "Hey, that's like a cart that I used to move things. Could you not?"
I was just seeing.
Okay.
Realize it was yours.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the
that
town's
wasn't
communal
very
property.
subtle, was it?
I don't acknowledge what he said. It doesn't move.
Yeah, it shuddered forth about a meter, and it's almost like something has a brake, or like it's a socket wrench, and it's like it's got this pull to it. It moves, but it slams pretty shortly thereafter. It looks like you get the sense that its rotation means it has a brake which will deploy if the balance causes it to be headed backwards, right?
I turn to the veg stand owner, right? And I say, "Cool cart, kid." And I get back on my bike.
They kind of like give you a look and then don't say anything. The bikes kick off, and so correct me if I'm wrong here. Y'all two ride off into the middle distance and then return at night, right?
Yeah, that's our plan. As far as I see it.
All right. So you two bike off into the distance, and then do you come back on the bikes, or they do make a pretty big sound cutting through the waste,
I'm
or
assuming, yeah.
do you return do you turn on foot after stowing them nearby?
So the plan is to return in night, right?
There's something going on in that mine,
For sure.
and I can't imagine it has nothing to do with our adoration.
Now, one thing I'm thinking is with these mine carts, if they are going in and out of town, we could try and hide away on a mine cart as it comes in.
You see, there are people coming in from the ash fields, and they bring the mono carts up to the edge of town and load produce onto them, and then once they're fully loaded, they use them to move them back towards some of the storage areas near the middle of town. You, with your knowledge of agriculture, you would note that they are growing something that is not very easy to grow and requires additional alchemical materials. They're actually growing saffron, and some quantity of it is being moved. Those monocarts are going up and into the base, and like the structure built over the mine entrance.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we'll make a note of that one, and that's the cart we're going to try and maybe stow away on, or use to...
By the
That
way,
sounds like the one we would want to stow away on, yeah.
by the way, give me an alertness.
Honor,
Both of
yeah.
us, or just the one? You know, the more I play this, actually, the more I'm really digging this system. I'm being totally unironic here. Like, as far as I'm aware, Shrike is not paying us to show this. I'm genuinely saying, like, I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah. So
I like how you can just kind
Either
of
you can
tag
do
it
it.
to just be like, roll that. Okay, I'll roll that.
yeah, either of you can do it.
I took one away from my alertness to give myself more magic spirit, but it is a spirit skill. So let me give you a spirit roll. Can't be any worse than what I was rolling earlier, right?
Well, just wait until we start having to roll things that we're not good at. So,
Oops. 1d. Spirit's kind of broken, honestly. Everything runs off spirit.
2. Yeah. Okay. So.
Nice.
Gamma, it doesn't look too out of the ordinary to you, but you notice, Gavolt, that the saffron flower stems have like a weird, almost bioluminescence to the insides of them. And it's only obvious when you shuck the ash off of them, right? Which is done via a hand lathe that is specially made for it. The ash farmers for this sort of like a delicate thing, because things are grown out in the ash. It's just they're slathered up in goop, so they're not grown under like geodesic domes. You can do that, but it's more expensive and time consuming. And yeah, I mean, saffron shouldn't grow like that. And the more you look at it, the more you're like, that looks like a plant that resembles the saffron flower, but there's something different about it.
Do I
dun, dun, dun.
get anything more from that, or do I need to be skilled
GMOs.
with that?
I mean, right now you are passing at distance on motorbike. That's what you get from happening to notice it as you pass on motorbike. If you want to double back and investigate, that's another matter. If you want to check it out while you're, I don't know, riding in the monocart.
Presumably, we're going to be inside of that glowing herb, which is not saffron.
Hey, we'll get really close to it, and then we'll get to investigate it even closer.
Yeah, I mean, I pointed out to the resident ash farmer, but other than that,
It looks
you know,
funky.
right past them.
It's certainly not a plant you're familiar with. Definitely not common. You don't recognize it. You do know that alchemical experiments have been done to accelerate divergence and other evolution within plants for ash farming by major corporations, and some of those have worked their way into general consumption, like silver wheat, which contains more protein. But you know, it doesn't. You're not familiar with the gamma.
I turn to I turn to Gamma and I say, "Looks like we're not in Kansas anymore."
What the hell does that mean?
That was once a province owned by the church a long time ago. A bit of a theocracy. They grew a lot of produce, but none of it grew like this.
Alright.
Glowed. Sorry.
I was thinking about that.
Gloated.
So y'all roll. Y'all roll up out of town, and your plan is you're gonna stow the bikes out of town, and then you're gonna try and away into.
Probably around dusk, whenever the farmers bring their shit in.
I mean, they're doing it right.
Like, it doesn't have to be
Yeah,
dead of night.
Okay, so you're doing it around dusk. And you're witnessing it, right? So you're seeing the harvest come in.
Yeah, presumably
There
we're
is
gonna
room-
stow in a.
There is
When it
room
comes in
for one of you in a monocart.
What do you think?
So someone has to stay on the outside as someone goes in the inside. Rock, paper, scissors.
Are the carts being dragged in by people, or are they just automatically doing this?
They can travel down a hill without intervention if you take off a parking brake. But the ones that are being
Presumably somebody's
being-
paying attention, though.
the ones being produce offloaded into the town storage are being handled. The ones that go in more or less slide through the door, and then the cart slides back out.
Okay. I don't know that we necessarily need to do rock, paper, scissors about this. I saw a Primus Inu in town earlier, but did I see another Sporeborn?
You did not see another Sporeborn.
I think of the two of us, you're more conspicuous. I could probably masquerade as the one regular at that bar, if anybody was paying too close attention. I'll drag you in, and once you're in, you let me in. Sound good?
And what's the plan if things go wrong?
If things go wrong,
So-
gestures at Blade.
Alright, and just to make
All
clear,
right.
so you guys have
Got it.
divided. You've divided the weapons between yourselves, and anything that you don't bring with you is presumably left on the cart. I think there's an equip limit in this game.
Sounds right.
We will assume that you have not gone over it because I feel like I might be thinking of a different game. Now that I really think about it. Anyway, so the plan here is Gamma, you're going to stow away in the cart after it has been loaded, and then Gavolt is going to walk nearby trying to pass themselves off as a different Primasika.
I mean, it's better than me trying to pass myself.
All right,
off.
both
We
of
definitely saw at least one in the
both of you give me a sneak.
All right, can I make it a spirit sneak because that's kind of charisma
give me
based? and I'm
spirit
really
or a
bluffing
grace
here.
sneak at your preference.
Actually, either way works for me. I don't have any bonuses to stealth, but yeah, literally, I think it's the same if I rolled either way. Okay, that's gonna be 1d10.
All
I
right,
think it'd be better than I did.
and Gamma.
Here we go.
Please be good at sneak. Please be good at sneak. Please be good at
I'm
sneak.
very good at sneak. I'm
The best.
trying to
stuff.
remember if it was grace or if it was wits. And
Grace or spirit works.
I thought it was wits. No, it's grace. Here we go.
Yeah, 1. Okay, so
I'm but a plant.
yeah,
I
Gamma
put
Bead
those- I-
Spory pops in under the plants, perfectly concealed. Gavolt walks alongside. The ruse seems to work. Most people are home by now. You're probably bringing what would be the last shipment. A lot of people have turned in for the night.
We saw this cart going in
how,
here, right?
how much do you know about me, Gavolt? Because there might be one thing you want to know about me.
I definitely don't know that much about you. I hired you.
All right, I'm gonna keep it as a surprise.
Person to do things for me
Alright,
because I don't
Because
know
this
the
is
land.
this is a real, like, you know, just yeah.
So you guys are rolling
You're my
in,
criminal
right?
consultant.
You
I am
you
not
you
just
feel a buffeting of
robot.
wind behind you, Gavolt, and you turn to see Pagan Temperance lowering himself to the ground, gleaming silvered talon armor, glistening in the what light remains from the orange hexagonal ash shield above. And the
Seeing that, I let the cart go where it naturally would be going, which is to say towards this door.
Alright, so the door
And
keeps
I turn to look at that individual.
And yeah, so Hagen looks at you and takes one look at you and your, you know, like magic tattoos that mark you as a confirmed. And he just kind of sighs and says, "To what do I owe the pleasure?"
Why, hello there. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Does this individual strike me as somebody arcane in nature?
They strike you as a very graceful individual who has sussed you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They're looking at you like a kestrel looks at a cricket. A bird to a bug.
What sort of music do I need to play for this individual to not buy it?
I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want to them. That's what you know. That's what they've said.
All right, so they said, you know, to what do I owe the pleasure? And I said, yeah, something along the lines of pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And Hagen looks at you. He thinks about it. And the cart is still rolling. And he looks at the cart.
Yeah, I was assuming the cart's gonna get there.
The cart's still rolling. And when he sees that, he yells, "Union lax! Tulip loose! Your posts!" And you hear somebody like hopping out of bed, pulling on pants. Somebody kind of like sloshes towards the door. And this door to the south, right? It's opened by somebody else entirely. And the door opens in front of Gamma. Gamma, you've got like a peephole you can look out, right? And
okay.
there's another security, right? And Hagen gasps and says, "Sterngritton, what are you doing here?" And you see a woman inside who's backing into a corner, and yeah, there's like a flash of strange light through that doorway, Gamma, as the cart is coming up, and this person is like probably about to stop it. And there is, shall we say, a wide array of events occurring. Of course.
All right. Do I escalate everything and blow the cover?
Not yet, not yet, not yet. I feel like that'll be a climactic thing to this.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I gotta get stopped just to make sure Gavald is in the clear. Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna try and be as plant as possible.
Okay.
I'm but a plant.
Yeah, so the cart is stopped.
Definitely not a fungus.
This guy, he's not bothering to look down at it. He actually kind of like shoves it back a meter, and then steps out and says, "The subject, she's loose." As the arcane flashing intensifies behind him, and he pulls out his gun. Union Lax and Tulip Loose come sprinting at that, and Hagen stances up.
We've hardly met, but that does sound to be a bit of an issue. Something that perhaps I could help you resolve.
And yeah, so like there's like
I'm
10
speaking
seconds.
to Hagen while I'm walking
Yeah.
backwards towards the mine.
There's like 10 seconds before violence ensues. And
What kind of violence?
roll me a spirit persuade. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Let's see if
boy.
I get anything on this.
Two is pretty damn good. Hagen thinks about it, and it says, "Security, get clear." And yeah, so
Interesting.
he's definitely called his boys off, and an alchemist inside, you don't know her name, kind of like he backs away rather than making a break for the door.
Is that the Dr. Young in there? Okay.
Yeah, some glass is broken.
Are you sure we don't know who that is? I don't know. That picture looks pretty familiar.
Who could that be?
I don't know who could that ever be.
You see it, Gamma. You spy a new
Pretty
person
dang hot.
emerging.
He's a
She kind of
handsome
floats.
motherfucker, that's true.
She has the lack of hair and glow of eye, rather telltale indicative of a Parathon of significantly
that
magical
strikes me.
blood.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
So no. So Haugen has given me the leniency of pulling off their guards. That's all I really needed, honestly. I kind of marched to the south and kicked the cart in the rest of the way as I step in here. And good God, do I shut that door fast when I get into the mines.
Well, so not all of that is gonna happen before combat. You can push the cart in. You're gonna spend one of your starting stamina on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let that momentum, follow you through inside. You are definitely now in, shall we say, initiative order. There is the doctor, and there's the two of you, and there is this individual referred to thus far only as the subject. And there is a strange chamber that she's just broken out of. It's made of resounding metals, and there's like a bit of one of the ring that's around it that's been crumpled. What do you guys do?
I thought you said we were entering initiative order.
True. Okay, so let me put it this way.
There's definitely a number of things I would like to do.
All I can... Okay, I was going to say, when you kick the cart in,
Yeah,
does it
you're
sound
in.
like...
You're in.
Like, does it sound like I need to, like, it's time to Rambo?
Okay,
Like,
so, here's what happens. She goes first.
Oof.
And God, how can I not find? Okay, no, I'm sure that this track will be appropriate. Which song is this?
Yeah.
which one was it?
The bad
This one?
drugs.
That one.
It's punk.
It's just not playing for me, so that's awesome. Anyway,
Yeah, not really.
Hell yeah.
she turns north, and she kind of waves her hand, and seemingly having more power points than she should, she tries to cast a spell to basically blow the two of you out of here.
Oh, rude.
A 3 does it.
Good roll.
So
Wait, no.
so you guys get like physically lifted. The cart actually kind of like bashes against the wall because she doesn't realize you're in it, Gamma. And you are now like under an upended cart and some herb.
Oh, well, you want to know what I'm about to do?
Well, we'll find. But so that's
Whatever that is.
that's her first play. She's gonna spend another stamina. She turns to Dr. Yong and like raises her hand towards her, and there's a quick motion. As Dr. Yong's like, no, wait. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There you can always counterspell. I guess yeah, but I am assuming Gavolt is choosing not to. I mean, you can. Just confirm you're choosing not to, right? Pat?
Oh yeah, no. This
Okay,
is very
thank you.
intentional.
Yeah,
I
he's
got
saving
pushed
her
back. I'm saving,
Dr.
my stamina
Young-
for when it matters.
Dr. Young seems...
Gamma's still in there. Nobody knows
Yeah.
this, but Gamma
I'm
is still in there.
gonna take care of this. Don't
Dr.
worry.
Young seems a bit hazed.
Also, fuck Dr. Young. I don't give a shit about her. She can die, and I hope she does, because that will prevent her from spending her action points on me.
And
point.
the subject... The subject, for their last go, and I think regular characters might have a limit on use magic per turn, but that's not really an effect for the subject at the moment. The broken shards of glass around her feet kick up and start swirling in like a violent cutting cyclone.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucked up if true.
Yep. Yeah, so it is
But whose turn is it now?
well, let's draw from amongst the remaining tokens. That is a player token. So, is it Gamma or
I
Gavolt's
think
turn?
Gamma gets to go.
All right. With that cart being lifted up in the air, so I, from how I understand this, Null is just I just have an unnatural property that can be harnessed into a potent anti-magic force. So this sounds like I have to dedicate maybe a move to nullify.
No, actually, I think that any
some
roll that
magic,
you get
or is
against
this just general?
I think any magic roll against you involves. I mean, do you have the text? Because I don't think you have to dedicate anything to it. I
Where
think
are
it's just true.
Yeah, it just
What is the
reads.
question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The anti-magic on construct for Gamma.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's what we need to know now. If Gamma should have like not been affected by the push or something.
No. The
I
cart
think
was
the
a
push
the
was
cart.
affected.
The cart was affected.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not affected. So like I'm in the cart, but I'm like it. Okay, so it's just a constant effect. Like I can't really, because it says it can be harnessed into potent anti-magic force. I was like, so do I have to like willpower this or something, or am I just like not affected? Just kind
I
of
think you're just
constant.
fucking...
Okay, so
You-
yeah, okay. My one plan was I'm going to activate my rapid movement system, my high power propulsion system,
Oh shit! What happens? Do you like grow extra legs? Just pop out?
and so some jets, like I'm assuming out of like, so basically out of like one like shoulder socket, like I have my propulsion system, and I'm going to take the cart. Like I'm still in the cart, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna try and aim for the subject using the little hole that I have. This is probably really impractical, but I'm basically gonna try and ram the subject.
That's interesting. Give me
So the rapid movement system, what is it? It normally just gives you extra movement, right?
Yes.
Make me a athletics brawn with a modifier of 3 extra dice.
Let's run 3 extra dice. That'll be 6. Oh damn! I gotta go into the advanced dice roller for this one. Hell yeah! I think it would have been smarter if I just shot her, but this just seemed more opportunistic and fun, and I just want to kind of see what happens if I do this. All right, here I go. A blast! I am the bullet this time.
The EOS rulebook is unresponsive. Please, please, please. Yeah.
I got it right here.
Yeah. So resist physical.
Got one.
What? Okay. Resist physical. You can determine the severity of the hazard. What is resist physical? Like, is that a brawn roll? There are 59
No,
instances over
it's
the
a
rulebook.
resist physical. It's a zone roll. It's like resist mental.
How do I know what dice to roll for it?
Resist
Resist physical brawn.
Here,
Okay, no, it's literally just a brawn roll, I think.
Yeah, it's a brawn roll.
Okay, it's just 1 dice for roll. Alright. Yeah, she doesn't beat a 1. She gets knocked on her fucking ass. And the glass shards embed themselves into the monocart. And that defense kind of winds up, like, you know, shattered, as it were. Alright, so, Pat.
Good job, Cart.
No, Gamma, you've acted once. That's 1 stamina. Anything else you want to do on your turn? That's 1 action.
Dang, should I just shoot? This is definitely Miss Magic using here. Do I shoot? Is that a part of the regiment? Just clarifying. Be out of character.
What do you mean?
What's going through Gamma's mind?
Well, so
So you.
the longer she keeps
And
using
all the
magic,
extra
the greater the
D8
chance that
she
she is
fucked up.
going to produce a tear.
Oh boy, shoot time.
Yeah.
Next, alright. 1 action jets, next action pistol.
So you're
Easy
flying
way.
around, you got the gun out, you're popping your shot. You're within 5 meters of her, so it's a modifier of 1 in your favor.
Alright. I'm stupid. I already forgot what I was supposed to roll. Just shooting D8, and I have an extra shooting. Yeah, okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Any advantage in this, or oh, you said 1, so is that 5? Wait,
What's the accuracy on the gun? The accuracy of a pistol is 3, right? You get a modifier of 1, so I think that's 4 dice. Unless your assassin talent is doing anything here.
I don't know. Was she caught off guard with the fucking with the fucking cart barreling towards her? And then she's gonna
I'm
get
assuming
shot.
assassin off guard means like you're opening up with an ambush, so no. But
Yeah, I'm like, I was definitely hidden before the attack, but the cart was the attack.
the cart was
so,
the
yeah.
hidden attack, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, that will give me a, if I'm counting right, 3, 1. So that just gives me 4,
Yeah.
right?
So roll 4 shooting dice.
Here we go. Ew. Are those good? I don't think so.
Well, you can shoot somebody in the open with a 3. So,
Alright.
technically speaking, you shoot what appears to be an unarmored woman. There is a blue flash as the cartridge meets accelerant and catalyst drives it magnetically from the shaft as the whole thing energizes, gains charge, and the alchemical reaction blasts this shot. It looks less like like an Old West revolver, and more like a Star Wars blast, as the shot is propelled towards her, and 15 is the mark of the fucking beast. Yeah, you take her in the side.
That's not a good roll.
She is set to... Her stance is now downed.
That's a start. One less
and she's
person to
taken a
kill us.
wound. I will note...
I will save my last action then.
She's not... Okay, yeah, so you're at 1 stamina. She's not dead. Important note.
Yeah.
But she's not really capable of acting against you at this time. So that's your turn,
no, I'm
right?
like, she's down. I'm gonna save this action because I'm not sure about Dr. Young.
Okay. Pat, left or right?
Left.
Okay. Left was in fact your token. What do you do?
I always go left. This time it paid off. Okay, so I saw this all happening. I'm gonna go in here. Now stamina points. We come up to. Sorry, so stamina points.
You're tapping the stamina point to move in here to get your movement.
So I'm down to 1.
You're down to 1 as you enter here because you spent 1 at the beginning of the encounter to shove Gamma in here.
I guess I just wait then for that to recoup.
Okay. There's a stance that you can take. Well, you. Let me just check.
Will it
something.
require expending a stamina?
No. So okay, I'm saying before you act, you can change your stance. And there was a stance called recovering. Oh wait, will not willingly spend stamina. Okay, never mind. You couldn't have taken it if you wanted to move in here. Never mind. Yeah, okay. So you chill. That's your turn.
Maybe I chill here.
All right. Dr. Yan looks at you and she says, "You hounds of the church! You've come here to kill the subject. You don't understand. We're so close to a breakthrough. You won't have to live in fear anymore. You simpletons. You don't understand. Power inside of her. Grasp the stars." And she spends a stamina to tap her move. She runs up over here.
Is she projecting? Because she definitely looked like the scared one.
She pops a stamina to drop a smoke grenade on her position.
All enemies of the church are projecting. Shh. Just. The church is right. Everybody else is wrong.
So, she pops a smoke grenade, and she's gonna spend her final attempting to.
Wow, did we, Pat? Did we just do the cinema sins of letting the people get away because we didn't just kill them on the spot?
I couldn't kill them if I wanted to.
I
mean, I
know.
could have probably, but like
Right,
I wasn't sure.
Damn. That's a full.
We literally
that's
we just did a movie trip. I can't
so
believe.
this is a full initiative order has gone around, right? Yeah. So I have to say, outside, people outside are moving, but they're not presently part of your engagement. Just be aware of the fact that the world is very much in motion here. And yeah, we refresh now with shit. Wait a minute, Pat. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm realizing. Wait. Sorry, I'm gonna have a really. You might have actually had one more stamina on that turn because of how regeneration works, but I'm not sure how pre-combat stamina spends work in regard to that rule.
Well, she would have healed on the start of her turn, but did moving count as a stamina?
Yeah,
all I
but she
need
would have
was
had
2
two.
stamina. And I
Oh,
only
we're not
have
retconning.
1.
We're not retconning. I just, I'm
We're
not
not
sure.
retconning.
Okay.
But feel free to give me that stamina for my next turn if you want.
Yeah, the smoke. Yeah, give her the.
Because
Yeah,
I could use more stamina.
Alright, so Dr. Young changes her stance. She is recovering. And she doesn't spend any stamina because she can't in that mode. So it is now. Aha! A player turn. Which player is going?
Well, the person's getting away. I'm gonna pursue the smoke.
Oh, why don't you let me take care of that? Yeah, if you don't mind. I'm not about to let that individual.
Oh, yeah, before I charge into... Yeah, you're right. Before I charge in there as a non-magic user. All right, I'll leave it to you.
Now,
I'm going to post
very
at the door.
clearly, did I gain that extra stamina? Because that will actually...
You would generate. So this is your turn, right?
Yes, this is
Yeah,
my
You
turn.
gain,
Well,
you
you take the
gain one
turn.
stamina at the start of your turn. You're at
Take the
2.
turn.
So I'm at 2 now. Which means I can start to cast magic, bitches! Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use a baseline offensive magic spell, which is target number 5, GP cost 2, so you know, zoinked on any action economy there. Range 25 meters, probably shouldn't matter. Accuracy 4, so I'm rolling 4 dice. And AP of 1.
I'm assuming that spirit dice is magic, or.
Oh yes, honey, oh yes.
All right, let's pop.
Sorry,
that.
so let me go.
Now,
ahead
does this
and
count
roll
as your
both
use
dice.
magic
Any of us
test?
have rolled one. Oh yeah, you're right. I do kind of have to do
Do
that.
you use
That's-
magic first, or is this just your use magic test?
Ooh. Good question.
I'm sorry, I should have known a lot more about this game before we started playing.
No, it's fine. I
Things
mean,
have
like,
not
this
been
is
great
the first any of us
here.
are playing of this, so yeah. I mean, like you have had the booster shot, so you've been sick for the past 2 days. I have had stuff going on in my life that have precluded me from doing this. We're all just kind of busy, but
And I'm just pretty bad at
Magic
reading the
rules.
rules for these games, so
It's
yeah,
fine,
we're all
Cole.
covered.
You're marvelous as always. As a caster player, blah 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 blah, you find yourself wielding the same kind of power as a god. I love that bit of the lore. You remain in control, yada yada yada. I have to have the use magic skill. The act of casting. Reaching past the barrier. By the way, I was going to make mention of this. This flavor text is delicious. Reaching past the barrier to call forth the energies of creation is no small feat. It requires arcane gestures and incantations, neither of which lend themselves to subtlety. By default, the act of casting a spell is fucking oblivious unless you're really painfully oblivious. In certain circumstances, the narrator may allow you to try and hide that, blah blah blah. Casting any magic requires a use magic check. And if you are in a combat situation, spending stamina, as delineated presumably below. Unlike most combat actions, the stamina casting spell does not need to be spent all at once. Spell effect triggers only when you spend the last.
Wait, are we just reading a part of the rulebook now?
Spell
Because
requires
I'm
two
pretty
stamina
sure you're
plus-
gonna roll use magic and then the shot if you succeed.
Okay, cool. So, let me go ahead and use magic then. That's going to be 2d. It's going to be 3d10 actually. Does that sound like a success to you?
That 4 is lower than a 5.
Perfect. Okay. So roll 5d. Is it? It's going to be with my presumably my spirit. So that's my attack. 2 5s.
So an exposed enemy has a target number of 3. A enemy in a smoke grenade, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
you don't hit.
It says target number. I don't know if that's what we're aiming for.
Wait, no. So the first thing you did was use magic, and then you cast.
Yes. So
Yeah,
you use
so-
magic work.
You shot the magic, it didn't hit.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so a beam of light shoots past her, and just,
I'm assuming I don't have a willpower for functioning towards the benefit of the church here that I can spend.
Nope. If people want to give bits, we can give more willpower points to players. Otherwise, it was one for the session.
What a bummer. What a bummer. Oh, yeah. I was hoping that would work.
Sorry. So, another player token comes up. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your go. Finish her
Well,
off.
how urgent is?
Finish
what's the recommended-
off the magic user.
All right.
Dr. Yon can kill us once we've
Shall
done
we
it.
do this in style? I switch to the grenade launcher
By
because
all
I
means.
can't see him in the smoke, so it's like grenade launcher time.
Oh my god.
In fact, the range is so small, I could probably just throw the.
Oh, one more willpower.
Honey.
Oh. Yeah, so
Please.
thank you for the bitch, Shrike Robin. Secretly a
Extra
boomer,
bits.
so is Pat. Awesome. That is an extra willpower point for Gavolt. But you.
Yes.
Beautiful. I will make sure that I use that. I will make sure that I use it.
Grenade hours. Here we go.
But I think grenade hours are upon us.
Grenade hours, who
This
the
makes
fuck up?
most sense. Let's
Now,
do it, Gamma.
The question is, do we all take damage from this grenade in a closed space?
I'm looking
Fire.
at.
Not sure if that matters.
I'm looking at the grenade. So. Indeed, personal targets were hit by this. Some of them have a 10-meter range, but no, that's alchemical ammunition. Sorry, hold on. Where the fuck are the grenades? There we
I'm
are.
looking at-
No, you're fine. So it's a 1-meter radius on the explosive and a 3-meter on the incendiary. You would burn yourself with an incendiary, but you could pump it into the back of the room. Be sure to hit both of them and not hit yourselves.
Well, you didn't say they were incendiary. You just said there was another grenade.
You have one incendiary grenade, one explosive, and one smoke.
Yeah, let's go for the explosive, and we'll just throw it. Yeah, right in.
All right.
Yeah.
Grenades are, for all intents and purposes, a thrown weapon dictated by those rules. Time to work your pitching arm. Except, you're shooting them.
So what am I using?
I'd say roll,
Shooting?
Yeah. Roll me a shooting.
All right.
What is-
do I get my sure shot?
Yeah, you do. Wait, what's your shot?
Okay. Yeah, I take it I'm just rolling, what? Just 1d8?
I don't know. I mean, you're gonna be rolling more than that. I just don't. It's a thrown weapon, and no. Okay, so listen. Is there an accuracy on the grenade launcher? If there is, we'll just roll that.
Oh, right.
My page is going unresponsive. I can't look up things in the rule book. Like somebody.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking
Oh,
at
no,
it right now.
Oh no.
Grenade launcher is a fish grenade. Precision isn't the goal. Just make space. It is
So you change your stance to
athletics. It is an athletics.
No, it's accuracy 3 because you're shooting as a gun, so you don't have to do athletics. So roll. Yeah, it's accuracy.
I'm
3.
like, I have good athletics.
Roll,
though. I'm perfectly
roll,
fine.
roll 3 shooting. Roll 3 shooting.
3 shooting it is.
And to reference, you would have to become in place at the start of your turn to do this. You do that, right?
In place, yes. Yes, I'm in place.
Cool.
Fucking beanbag
So
that shit.
you pump a is it a frag or incendiary grenade?
It is the frag. Whichever one
Okay.
explodes.
Special
Not the
effect
smoke.
non-applicable. What do you mean non-applicable? Huh? Well, it splashes in this area with an AP of 2. So Dr. Young and the subject, there's like a rain of blood in this area amidst the smoke. And as this occurs, right? you guys feel like a shimmering. And Gavolt in particular, your magical tattoos begin to glow unbidden. Or at least by any magic you're doing. And the smoke is blown away by the air pressing outwards. And let me just look for a certain table that I really want to roll on. Yeah, the grenade, like the smoke clears, they're pulped to bits. You just killed 2 people, thank you, around for the water of the lead.
Good work.
Plot hooks.
I feel
Paramilitary.
One for each one, Lee.
there's something worse yet to come.
I'm out of water. Literally out of water, unfortunately.
For shame.
Resolve the fight,
I'll
movement,
drink
states, the order of combat. God, I meant
There's
to clip this
something
table,
worse
and then I didn't, and I clipped the other one. Power, utility magic, potential magic, barrier. Where's the fucking fucked up one? Where's the really big bad
The
one?
abomination one?
Yeah, where's
What are
the
you looking
abomination one?
Okay.
I can't find the abomination table. Because I was ill prepared for my fucking live stream tabletop role playing game.
It's okay, honey. An aberration cast spells. It's 148, 149. Roll. I've got the results.
What's the dice?
D20.
20.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Oh no! Oh no! It's not the one I think it is it?
It's the caster dies instantly, and anyone within 1d10 meters of the caster are consumed by a tear in the fabric of reality.
Hey,
and die
that willpower is gonna come in
You know,
handy.
probably us.
Yeah,
That
so-
willpower.
Center.
That
Yeah,
willpower.
does anybody want to spend a willpower to re-roll that dice?
1d100 either meters and one.
Holy
D10.
smokes! We almost
Who's-
failed. We killed this guy to
who's
save ourselves from a tear in reality.
Your
Who's-
only to
spawners
get
can
a
be
tear.
active time.
Who's spending the willpower? Who's spending the willpower to re-roll this?
You know what?
Hey.
I just got one.
Gavolt,
Thanks
you
to
wanna
Right? Yeah. Thank you, Robin.
courtesy of Shrike,
the holy?
creating this game.
You
I
are
feel like-
saving reality, my friend.
It would
That's
be
17.
unfords of me not to use that towards saving the fucking reality of this game.
What's a 17?
Woo!
17, brain hemorrhage. The caster's state changes to down. Outside of combat, they collapse and require immediate and medical attention. They may not cast any spells for the next 24 hours.
Yeah. So.
That's
that-
better.
literally
That's
a check.
better.
A red miasma fills the room. The killing done. The glass slide away. Yeah, so you guys see this resonant chamber to your west. It looks like some sort of a sphere, perhaps built up using strange old ideas about how these things should work.
Before anybody does anything, I come over here to where the body once was, and sorry. Let me fix myself here. Ah, there we are. I come over here to where the body was, and
Am I allowed to move now?
decapitation.
Yeah, you can move.
Alright.
Gamma, you know that Union Lax is like stanced up facing this doorway, and so are probably some other people.
Yeah, we're gonna need to figure out our getting out of here, Gavolt.
The exit strategy was
I guess
secondary to completion of the
should I
mission.
prepare my rapid movement system one more time?
Prepare as you like. I've done what I came here to do.
So melodramatic and typical. Fair enough.
You would call it melodramatic, but I am, in fact.
Now, here's the real question. You paid me before this or after?
Half before, half upon completion, as is customary.
Well,
If I don't live through this, you can see to the church for your second half.
well, at this point, it just sounds like I better make sure Gavolt, leaves, because I'm getting my second half of this payment. Come on.
No, I'm going in there. We're going to make sure that this is a done deal.
Wait, so you're forcing your way into the chamber.
Yeah.
I'd say give me a brawn athletics, unless you have some sort of wit skill to get this picked. Yeah,
No,
it's a
sorry, I
toothbrush.
didn't realize it was locked.
Yeah, you see a red toothbrush.
Brawn athletics. Roll. Let's see. 2d12. Sad. Double sad! Big sad! The worst sad.
Ooh.
Very sad. I guess I don't break in. Fuck.
Gamma, do you got any crime moves to bust on that door? You don't give a fuck about that door. Gavolt, you could.
I'm gonna try one more time. Gavolt.
You could force your way through the broken glass that she came out of. It doesn't look pretty, but you can try.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and convince you one more time. If you are definitely not going, I'm just gonna break the rest of the glass, and get what you need. All right. I clear the rest of the glass. It's hurry up, get what you need. They're waiting for us.
You punch out the glass. You hear the sounds of some hands clapping outside. So Gavolt, you're gonna try and squeeze through after Gamma punches out the glass, right?
Yeah.
If you do it in combat, you're gonna have to make a toughness check. To not get wounded.
What is that roll?
You're not gonna have to do it right now, but if you try and do it in combat, you will. Gamma, do you try and close this northern door?
Did you say I heard clapping outside?
Yeah, you're clapping.
Gamma, go shut that door. They're coming for us.
You see
Damn.
Hagen starting to step out into the street. Clapping.
Yeah, this is gonna be really.
Saffron.
It's hi there, close the door.
All right, so this door opened automatically, and then got jolted by magical force. It makes a whirring sound when you hit the button to close it.
Oh fuck. Well, this
Gavolt,
is
what are you
probably
doing
not
in
where
this circle?
Wait, what circle?
What is Gavolt doing in the circle while Gamma pushes the button?
Oh.
Gavolt is, so, I'm sorry. You said that there was some sort of indication of ancient technology being used here, right?
Well, this is very modern technology, but with indication of ancient aesthetic motifs. You almost wonder if this sphere wasn't built before they showed up. But then got remodeled.
Honestly, I'm probably so bewildered that I'm still trying to get the lay of the land to figure out what would be useful to grab from here, how I could extract it, and what use it would be to the church as all this is transpiring. I think I'm just looking around trying to figure out what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah, you feel it would appear to be resonant technology, which ensures that a caster here is, it contains errors in reality, but it also seems to just prevent any sort of pushing of the barrier. Or at least in theory it does. At the edges you can't. But so basically, if you are in any space except the edges of this room, you cannot use magic.
Alright, where's the resource being stored?
That's a great question.
That's what I'm going to try and figure out.
This is a padded cell room. There is a full garage shutter door to your east through the window that you climbed in.
Well, fuck it. If this is like literally just somebody's padded cell,
Yep.
I don't need to be in here.
So you're turning around. You're trying to get back out. And Hygen steps forward and says, "Very good, but I'm afraid the corporation will not tolerate us losing the subject they worked so hard to obtain."
I don't appreciate that comment very much. I'm going to immediately step back, and I am busting out the sniper.
All right, so you're busting out the sniper. He's busting out his pistol. Gavolt, you're still in there where combat begins.
By the way, Lee, I have mounted weapon. The weapon comes straight out of my shoulder. So as I hit it on my back, flips straight over.
Oh shit! Wait, so do you not have to be in place to shoot it?
I am the mounted weapon. The weapon is stored right on me.
Amazing. The sniper just comes out of you. So, yeah, okay, so the bad guys get the first go.
This is not how you want to end this, Hygen.
Union
You really want to die for this?
Union Lax taps a movement, and Hygen says, "The Sporeborn will be very valuable data. Collect it." And Union Lax runs in here and tries to spends a stamina to try and resolve a fight with you. Billy Club out. Did you have a melee weapon?
You what you said? That's kind of a dick move.
I do not have a melee weapon, and I just said I got out my.
Okay, so
probably not the best idea at this point. Oops.
So Union Lax attempts to just beat you down.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you roll me 2 fighting dice and then 1 brawn dice. Except you're unarmed, so you're gonna lose. I'm gonna say in this instance, because you're like still pretty strong in a construct, 1 of your dice. You can choose which to sacrifice between fighting and brawn if it matters.
Alright, yeah, I'll roll brawn, and this is how many dice?
You're gonna roll 2.
2. So I lose 1, so it's just 1 dice then?
No, you'd roll 3, but you lose 1.
Got
You're
it.
rolling 2. Roll 2.
Got it. Alright. Whew. Here we go.
Nice. Oh,
damn.
Shit. Okay, so here's what you can do. You can either spend that willpower, because, like, if this goes through, you're at armor level 1, right?
Armor level 2.
Wait, you're at armor level 2?
Because I have an armor upgrade for my mod.
That's really important to know. It doesn't fucking matter. It goes kutum off of your chassis, and Unilax is like, it's pretty tough. And, yeah. That's
Thank
very
God for the armor.
So, like, the fight resolves in the form of Union Lax realizing that he's a bit off way more than he can chew. And now...
Now, you can correct me if I did this right. Basically, I have the body armor for my gear, and then I have the armor mod upgrade.
Does the armor mod upgrade increase the AV by 1?
Yes, it does.
Sounds right to me.
Alright.
Hagen, noticing this, like, swears, and you can see him, like, popping out, like, an alchemical munition and slotting it into his gun. He looks like he has a very fancy Volcanus pistol. And he, flaps away. That's his go.
He didn't want to get shot.
It's another enemy's turn. And that enemy become, well, let's just say they don't come inside.
I see what you did there.
I wasn't really intending to, but you know. And okay, it is finally a player token. Players, who's token?
Gavolt, did you want to take out this Union Lax so I can just march out and shoot whoever's in our way?
Yeah, sounds about right. But what sort of? So do I get 1 stamina or 2, or how does that work every turn?
Okay, so at the beginning of the fight, you get 3. You begin the fight with 3 stamina.
Okay, so I
which
have
is your
3 stamina
maximum.
on me right now.
And Gamma, you've already used. Wait, actually, Gamma, you haven't used any stamina this fight.
Nope. I
You
just
should-
positioned and took out my gun.
Well, position. Did you have a turn? No, you didn't. That was pre-combat.
No,
So
I
you're also
haven't
at
had a
3.
turn yet.
So yeah, Gaval, you're at your max of 3. What do you want to do?
Alright, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to attempt to use magic, and that's going to be a 3d10 roll. And that
All right,
succeeds.
you bring the
And
power.
then I'm
you're in
going
the
to try
smudged
to
corner of the
delete
sphere.
Union Lax from the face of the earth.
Jesus.
You bring the threads together
With an
and
offensive
you
spell.
peel the loom where he exists and take the threads of reality out. All right, so does he get a resist mental or physical or something, or is he just like what
No,
happens?
this is basically an offensive spell, so I'm assuming that's going to be a roll 5d. Let me just make sure
You
that
just
I'm doing this
deleted him? Damn.
right.
Fuck.
5d10.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
that looks
he's,
like a
he's
deletion
out in the
to me.
open,
I don't know about that.
and like you see like chunks of Union Lax fly out. Blood and viscera screams out.
No,
Bloody
no,
murder.
no, I don't want it to be messy. I'm making this spell, right? I'm the one breaking through the barrier
Jeez.
and crafting and recrafting
How
reality.
is
I
this
think
too
Union
much
Lax
freedom? Because boy,
just
that is interesting.
slips out of existence.
Yeah, it's like he's there, he's not, and all that's left is like some ash where his feet used to be.
I think maybe a little bit of thread, as if Union Lax was part of a tapestry.
It was
That is now
unfurled.
no longer a tapestry.
Yep.
Hot damn.
Out of existence.
Yeah, instead the threads are made out of flesh, and it's really bloody. And wait,
All right. So
wait,
Gaval,
that's not
how
what
many
it
stamina did you spend for that?
That's 2.
Okay, so you have 1. What do you want to do with it?
Does it cost a stamina to move?
Yes, it does.
It does,
was.
And
You might want to just hang behind me at the moment.
I'm
you-
just gonna
and-
stand there.
And
actually.
I'll let you move through this just as a move, but you'll have to make the toughness roll against getting wounded. Or you can just take an athletics action to bound through, and then you'll roll a grace athletics.
What's the grace athletics gonna be? 2d. So I've got athletics, so 2d10. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Does
do
it
it. You
five
manage
work?
to bound through, the glass breaks apart, that's your turn.
All right. Just on here.
All right. There's another player token. Gamma, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna see who I can shoot through this door.
All right, so you move up. You got your. So
I see Tulip loose. There he is.
now, so Tulip Loose has
He
a
is
ready
under-
to action to Overwatch.
Oh, Stern Gritting too.
So Tulip Loose is going to try and pop you with his gun, to my understanding of how this works.
All right, he can do it. I wanted to walk out.
Sounds right to me.
I'm here to defend my client, and
right,
the best
so
I can do
he-
is at least.
He pops a shot. He has to hit a 1 because you're in cover.
Oh, I will
But-
willpower.
But here's the
that.
thing. Here's the thing. You have armor value 2. He has AP 1. The bullet goes tink.
What? Oh my god! I
You
can't-
have to-
I'm
to
that
get-
invincible with 2.
What? Damn.
So to
Hot.
create, yeah, literally, the armor value 3 is what tanks have. Sorry, Cup to Spirit, but I'm literally out of water, and we're overtime, so I can't go up and get any more.
I will drink it for you. I will drink some for you.
Yeah,
I
I'm also
will drink
feeling
water
very
as well.
dehydrated.
Thank you.
So anyway, yeah, that's what happens. Gamma, what do you do on your turn now? You're taking the plink. What do you do?
I'm scared of myself now, out of character. But now, let's see. Tulip Loose is definitely in cover. How exposed is Stern Grit?
So
Which one's the better shot?
Stern Gritton is like down in some of this rubble wall behind some stuff. So he's obscured, as is Tulip Loose. But I would say Tulip Loose could become pinned or something to become fully hidden. But Stern Gritton doesn't really have that much stuff to hide behind. So that might be the safer bet in terms of really being able to plonk someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Stern Gritting at the moment.
Pop your shot.
He definitely seems to clear a shot. So, yeah. And this is a sniper rifle. I have 5 ACC. So that's 5.
5 shoot dice.
No assassin here, but I do have my. Oh, do I want to aim fire? I don't know. I mean, it's a sniper rifle. I have 5, so where we're going, where we're gonna do that. So
Gamma comes out. This Moss bot swings out a shoulder-mounted sniper rifle, wills it to Stern Gritton, and just. Let's see them dice.
that is a fucking D8, dude.
All
Good
right,
luck.
that's a hit. AP1, yes. Or wait, is sniper rifle better than AP1?
Sniper rifle has an AP of 2.
Okay, well, he doesn't get an armor save. He's fucking dead. You blow a hole in him.
And mission done. All right, that's one guy. Oh, damn!
So
I
you
still have actions.
So you moved, you
Shit.
shot, you got one left. I think you can split move and shoot, but that could actually be incorrect. Actually, yeah, no, I think you have discrete move actions.
Is there a reload system in this game?
We'll figure it out. Unless
I'm just gonna look.
Unless it said your sniper rifle was single shot, assume you can keep shooting.
As far as I know, reload is not a term in the system, so I'm going to just take a shot at Tulip Loose then.
Okay, so you
Damn.
swing. Tulip Loose elects to become pinned, rather than
Wise move.
in becoming
That-
fully
that's-
obscured.
that's-
You blow out part of the wall. Tulip Loose has to spend a stamina to leave pinned, and yeah, that's your turn. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I don't make that roll. He is pinned now. I blew up part of the wall. I'm winded. It's all you.
Yeah, that's your go. So we're back to the top of the round, but now there's only 2 enemies remaining, and 2 of you guys. So I'm gonna switch it around. I blew out a token. Oh, it is a PC token. Who wants to tap?
What's behind door number 3?
Okay, so go vault. You go up to 2 stamina. You move over here for 1. You go down to 1 stamina. You have to wrench open this door. I would say make it a fighting roll.
Okay. Well, that's going to be roll. Is it 2D? 8. Fighting what? Is it just fighting straight up fighting?
Roll 3 fighting dice.
3 fighting dice. Okay. Well, one of those is a 2.
Yeah, you forced it open, and you forced Lee to make it part of the map. He was like, "No, I definitely won't have to make." And yeah,
It's okay. If there's just you can tell me what's in this room. We can work on that. You don't have to do speed mapping.
yeah. So basically, there's a further shaft in, and you see there is like administrative dugouts. Like the first places dug were like a foreman's office and such. There's clear signs of new technology in there. Blue alchemical lights blinking, and liquid ducts delivering various boiling fluids with strange hues all over. Telltale signs of alchemy, the great and newest science of this or any age. And yeah, that's so Gavolt has had to spend 2 stamina. Gavolt had 2 stamina. That's Gavolt's turn.
I have 1 stamina to spare, but yeah, I'm standing.
No. You had 2 at the start of the turn. You tapped 1 to move. You tapped 1 to open the door.
I had 1 left over from the previous round, I thought.
You had 1. You went up to 2. You spent 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you get 1 per
Never
turn.
mind. Okay. I'll shut up.
All right,
I'll
good.
shut up.
Well, you got to see what was behind the door. So,
I got to see what was behind the door. That's all that really
It
matters.
is an enemy turn. Egg and Temperance comes around to this corner, and he has loaded a different kind of munition into his Volcanus gun. And
Oof.
yeah, he better.
and he is now going to make a shot that actually could hit you. And then actually do damage that anybody gave a shit about. So
R.I.P. Gamma in advance.
he pops his shot.
See it. Ooh, a
R.I.P.
one.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Now, technically speaking, Cole, do you still have willpower?
I do.
You could.
I was gonna spend it earlier, but you told me it was deflected. So,
Yeah, this
I
one
still got
is hitting your armor. It's up to... He loaded some AP rounds that are hitting on AP2. There is a silvery sparkling in the air as the boom cuts through. You can tell that there's special alchemical silver around. You've got a choice, basically, which is you could either see how the armor save goes, and then you might get to reroll your armor save, but the armor save is a coin flip. You are in the doorway here. I'm going to say partially obscured. No, actually, you're not.
No, I'm in the middle of the door. Sorry.
Yeah,
I just shot a guy.
You could
I'm a
choose-
big fucking robot.
You could choose to become pinned if you wanted to get upgraded in your armor, but basically, he's rolling d10s. If you re-roll that 1, there's only a 30% chance that it hits you.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the willpower to force him to re-roll that one.
Alright, he re-rolls the d10. It comes up an 8 as the bullet actually swings out the side under the fan of your booster engines and under the little nook operating crane of your sniper rifle. And he's like, oops.
It's straight into the wall, like the close one.
And he thinks about it for a second, and he's like, and then he shoots again.
Good
What a dick.
luck.
And he is going to pop 40-10.
Well,
Now, okay, so here's the thing, right?
he's a dick.
That's a lot of tens.
Your armor level is you're presently considered in the open. You can choose to become pinned to upgrade your cover level.
Aren't I winded though? So do I have the option?
Do you have to spend a stamina to become pinned? Let me check states.
I believe so.
If so, this guy should be down one, so I'll change that. Let me check. Characters in this state. Okay.
Oh nope! I guess I just go pinned.
Do you want to? You still have a chance of passing the armor save.
I am kind of morbidly curious. The armor save is just a coin flip, you said?
Yeah, it's a d20 roll with a 10 as your target number. Unless, I mean, you guys did get a greater personal shield or whatever, but I don't know who has it, and I don't think either.
No, no, Gavolt has it.
All right.
Yeah, I have it.
The thing is, I'm not too worried about, let's say, dying. I am just more wondering. Oh, I guess yeah. When it
comes down to do you choose to become pinned or do you hold out and just take the hit?
I'm gonna see what happens if I take the hit. This is probably not the smartest.
Roll me a d20.
I want to see how this.
You stand
goes.
tall
I'm
before the
curious.
bullet. The bullet sinks you
Oh,
low
that is the
with a
worst
snap on your
possible
chassis and a rip of your colony. Ripped, fresh, seafoam green bits inside as many myconids twist and the lichens squeal, and the death of many colonies is eschewed as green splatters like blood splatter amidst metal as you are stricken down at 1 wound.
Ooh.
And the final token is just Tulip Loose.
Now you put me on my side. Do I go down or?
Yeah, you're down. You go to the down state. Tulip Loose spends an spends a stamina to exit their present circumstance. Tulip Loose then spends a stamina to move. And Stormtrooper waddles in over Gamma. Actually, probably just goes to the door, right? And now makes a shot at Gavolt.
I was trying to be the best door I could.
And misses. A bullet whizzes past your head,
You did
Gavolt.
pretty fucking well.
All right, with that, you're still in the game, Gamma, but you're having trouble. When you go, you have to make toughness rolls to not accrue more wounds, and that's bad business. People can try and heal you
I
to
have
stabilize,
toughness 8,
but
so I don't know what that means.
it's going to be the roll you try and hit with, I believe, your brawn.
I'm pretty confident I can do that.
Actually, isn't that how that works?
Maybe.
Maybe it's a D20. I don't know. All right. So, point is, it's a new go round. It's a player's turn to start. Does Gavolt want to go, or does Gamma want to go? Gamma.
Yeah, can I move here and administer the yes gaze formula?
If you,
I am a machine. I don't think that will work on me, does it?
Yenders, I meant.
So here's the thing, Pat.
Oh, wait.
At the start of your turn, you regain 1 stamina. Moving
me
uses your
double
1
check.
stamina. You will become winded at the end of your movement, ending your turn.
I really can't do much. All right. Well,
I'm
you
double
know
checking.
what I do? I'm gonna go into here, and that's my
All right, so
basically. I guess I gotta hide.
you like descend into this further cave area. All right. So you intending to like hide and sneak away?
I'm hoping that they come after me after I have like 2 rounds worth of
Yes.
accumulated stamina.
Okay, it is the bad guy's turn. Tulip Loose goes up to 2. Tulip Loose says, "We've got her on the run. We got him," and taps a move. Gets to here.
Can I be like hidden or obscured?
Yeah,
or,
you're
like,
you're obscured.
behind
Like you're
things?
obscured within the several alcoves of the mine. Tulip Loose is like, "I can't see him," and Hagen says, "Hold at the door. Don't need to take any more casualties." And Tulip Loose holds at the door. And it is then Hagen's turn. Hagen chooses the recovery stance. And regains 1 stamina just for Hagen's turn having occurred. And Gamma, it is your turn. In a sense, you're going to have to make a, I believe, a toughness roll. Pat, do you know how those work?
No, I do not.
All right, well,
And
Why
I'm
don't
making
you
the
tell me
toughness
page?
because I am just
I
Wounded?
don't know any page numbers. I just
No,
control F.
while I'm down. So, the way it looks is wounds degrade health. X toughness checks. X is equal to plus the number of stamina they have spent. It is a TN5. No, sorry. Roll a single D20. To roll heal check. Well, no, oh, those are for all the heals.
It's a D20 to heal yourself while you're down. I know. I'm trying to remember the section. God, I'm so fucking dehydrated. At this rate, I have to go for more water.
Yeah, go for it. We'll figure this out. If they miss, yada yada.
So you want me to just read from the top
Finding,
down?
yeah. Well, I mean, Lee's away from computer, grabbing water. I think. Let's find the section on
It's on page
damage,
110.
wounds and deaths. All right, 121.
And that one's on
Wounds degrade a
121.
character's ability to contribute to the fight and may ultimately lead to unconsciousness and death. Add up the total number of wounds the character has taken and consult the following table. Plus wounds. The character is a given level of exhaustion, and their speed becomes 0. Healing wounds restores their speed, but does not remove the exhaustion. 2+ wounds, character's unconscious, yada yada. 3+ wounds, bleeding out, and will die on their next turn if they're not stabilized. As described in the down condition, an injured character is at risk of taking wounds until they are stabilized. Stabilization does not heal wounds. However, wounds can be healed with a successful application of Yender's formula, which presumably I would have to do for you. The heal spell, or professional medical attention at a doctor's office or hospital. God knows how much they'll charge for that, though. 24 hours of ordinary medical care is enough to heal a single wound. Dying in the long silence. At the end of their days, death shall take them all, and give them to Hygar for judgment. The righteous shall walk the lands.
All right, we don't need the whole read. We just need a fucking dice roll. Like, what is it?
I'm sorry. I
There
thought you were
was no
wait-
dice roll listed, or not from what we could
All
find.
right, roll. What's your fucking brawn?
But it looked like it is a D20. I'm like they said
Yeah,
a D20 for healing, but it didn't.
Yeah,
sound
okay,
like
pop the
this
D20.
one in general. So yeah, all right, D20 it is. Fuck.
Nice.
You do not
guys.
get any more wounds this go around. Okay, cool.
All right, it is time to. Do I snap
Okay.
Tulip loose, or do I go for the other guy?
Is a
Let's
well.
see.
I'm pretty sure you're still down. Despite, wait a minute. Is there a rule about like getting up on a nat one?
Well, don't I get stamina at any point, or no?
A character cannot change their state from down unless they are healed. The character's speed is reduced to 5 meters while they are down. Wait, okay. At the end of each turn while down. Wait. Okay. So you're still. I think you're still. Anyone with 1 meter gets best stamina. 1 down, 1 down, 1 down. If a character rolls a heal check on themselves. Okay. You do. Okay, sorry. So that normally happens at the end of your turn. I think you do actually get a stamina and you can move. So I guess you can move 5 meters. It doesn't actually explicitly. I kind of assumed you couldn't do things like attack, but
You might be right.
I don't explicitly see anything under the state saying that.
It just says cannot change state. But I guess I have to be in a certain state to shoot in the first place, right?
Only if it's a heavy weapon, and I think because you have a vehicle mount and your sniper rifle doesn't apply. I will say, like, I think the thing is, anyone who comes up next to you and spends a stamina can coup de grace you.
Right. So I might not have an option here anyways.
Well, what would you do with your 1 stamina on this turn?
I'm trying to think if there is anything I can do.
You should save it.
Yeah, I think I'll just save it. Yeah.
All right, so okay. So
Sorry,
I've done the next token draw.
Saving it for maybe Overwatch or counter
It's
attack. Anybody who
it's the
comes
players'
up.
turns again. Which player is going?
Oh, nice. Well, probably me, but I'm just going to hide.
Okay,
So I'll take that 1 to my stamina.
Do you want to end? Okay, you take 1. Do you want to enter recovery?
Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, it upgrades your cover as well. Okay, so you're taking recovery. And
Does that give me anything?
what it means is on your next turn, you're going to get what Hagen's getting, which is you get an extra stamina back. So Hagen's about to go from 1 to 3. Because
Well, I would like that too.
yeah, so Hagen is gonna spend stamina to move, and then rather than trying to coup de grace you, Hagen wants to try and like restrain you because he wants you alive. Honestly, I don't know what you're gonna, because like you can automatically get coup de grace by him. I guess he's trying to be more careful. Let me roll something. Yeah, okay, roll me a d20, Cole.
D20.
Like struggle on the ground.
Please be good.
Your
Yeah.
struggle is so good. You are bound by Hagen, who like ties you up, and that'll be a second stamina from Hagen. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be Hagen's turn. It is a
I'm like,
player's
is it-
turn. So Gamma.
Is it possible to try and pinch him by like retracting like my gun and stuff?
I mean, you could certainly try and like struggle here. Do you want to try and break free? Or the lead, thank you.
You are still down.
I am still down. Though.
What's your fighting
Go-
dice?
My fighting dice is fighting.
I mean, so all right, you're tied up.
It's a
and you're-
D12.
You're tied up in the down state. Any attack that you make against Hagen is just going to be a single D20. You can try.
Yeah.
And Hagen's going to get his regular 3D10 with his armored talons.
Yeah, maybe not.
So what do you do while you're down?
Good luck, Gavolt.
Recovery.
I'm recovering.
You
Good
can't.
luck.
You cannot change state, so you cannot enter the recovery state.
Oh shit!
Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm just down, so.
Do you want to try and heal yourself to stabilize yourself? It's a 1D20 only, but
Might be worth it.
you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just sit here and accrue stamina. It's your choice. Oh,
Just pray it's not his turn.
okay. So you're not doing anything. Just to clarify, on your turn. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
can't.
Roll your D20 then. Do you already did, didn't you?
I already did, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so you've gone to 2 wounds then, because that's higher than your toughness of 8.
I don't think that was what he was rolling for at the time, though. I would suggest rolling another.
Oh, was it not?
Another.
My bad. Oh yeah, you were contesting Hagen. You were contesting Hagen. Roll me.
Yeah,
roll
I don't
me
think
D20.
that's what that roll 20 was for.
So you want the other. Oh,
Yeah,
I
roll-
see.
Your
roll
end,
another-
I want your end of
another-
turn. I want your
Yeah,
end
one-
of turn basically death save. Like I want you to see if you get fucked up and bleed out.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
on
got
the
it.
money.
good,
On
good.
the money. You don't get any further wounds.
Perfect.
It is one more antagonist's go. Tulip Loose is going to take the emplaced. You're gonna go up to 2, then spend 1 on something. Yep, and Tulip Loose is at this corner with his gun up. Hagen is back here by the door. Gavolt is like lurking in the shadows. And we get first a player action. Pat or Pat or Cole, who's going first?
I'm gonna recover.
Alright,
You
so-
do your thing, Gavolt,
so at the
'cause
beginning
I
of-
am kind of
yeah.
tied up.
In recovery phase, you go up to your max of 3 stamina, Gavolt. What do you want to do with that 3 stamina you got?
Alright, well, first off, do I need line of sight in order to cast spells in this system?
I believe
don't
so.
see that it does. Where does it say that?
I think it's resolved like
Let's
a
go.
ranged attack if you're talking about the one that is a ranged attack.
Well, I mean, I might not be using a ranged attack. I might just be trying to bind this person.
Based on the fact this is highly inspired by skirmish war games, I would strongly suspect line of sight is necessary.
Okay. So I'm going to have to move like 5 feet in order to see anybody. Which means I'm gonna have to cast a stamina and then 2 on a spell, meaning basically there goes my action economy.
Or idea number. Oh wait, you don't have grenades. Dang it.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, that's the cost of doing business with spells. You can start committing.
I mean, fair
a
enough. You know what?
stamina
Fuck it. Why not? Alright, so I step out into the open and then I cast a spell. And since I'm opening myself up, I might as well go hog wild and make this a combat spell. So let's go for that 3D
All right, I have to go to the bathroom.
to
I'll
see if
do
I
it.
hit. That succeeds.
That's a
Roll.
hit. What's the AP on it?
5d10 then. To, well, a 2 seems to do the thing. I think Tulip Loose is fucking dead.
How far do you actually step out there, or do you step here?
I step as far as I need to see Tulip Loose. I don't want to be seen by Temperance if possible.
Here's the thing. At this, he could choose to become pinned, which he will do rather than die. If you're standing here, I don't think he has the option to become pinned. I think you clean his fucking clock.
Alright, I think I stand there then.
All right. And he's fucking dead. You skewer him with a
Not
beam of
just
light.
dead, but
disappears. Little.
Ripped by a thread breaker.
So yeah.
If I may, actually, can I be here?
Another player action comes up. Sure. Well, here's the thing. The moment you stepped there, you would have been considered engaged. And that would have triggered
That's fine.
a melee fight.
Okay, fair. No, fair.
I think.
Okay.
Well, no,
It's
yeah.
fine.
The only action
I'll
you
be
can
here.
take at engaged is resolve.
We're running pretty late. It's fine. I'm here.
All right, it should be Cole's turn. I'm assuming Cole does nothing again. It's Hagen's turn. Here's what Hagen's gonna do. Hagen's gonna gain 1. Hagen's gonna move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Hagen is going to choose to fucking fight you. Let's go.
Cool.
It's melee time.
Let's
Don't forget
fucking
you've
go!
got the Slayer pattern sword.
And I have that power field generator.
You have to choose to turn that on during status phase.
Oh.
But you do have you have a duelist shield, which is an important thing to remember in this.
I do actually, and since we're engaged, I think that gives me a pretty significant bonus against this. Actually,
If it hits you, which I think you will with a 1, roll me that fight. Roll me
Come on, Pat.
2 fighting
yeah,
dice
it gives me a
and 1
plus
grace.
4.
You still have a willpower, right?
See that, Pat? That applies if he hits you and you have to make an armor save. Yes.
Which he does.
Pat,
meaning-
Pat. This all melee is inherently contested. You get to roll yours. Roll 2 fighting dice and 1 grace.
Oh, thank you.
Just
If
take
you get
the
a 1,
chance.
it's a tie. And are you out of willpower?
I am.
Okay, he hits you. Roll a d20.
Yikes.
Oh, fuck
Do
me.
you have
Do you
anything?
terror-
Do you have anything that results in you not biting the dirt here?
No, I think this is Javalt's death.
Fuck.
Well, so you're technically
The
speaking
hands-
just down at 1 wound, but yeah,
Big.
I mean, Hagen has survived with no living subordinates. I don't know if we have dangers to go alones in the audience, but Gamma, I did skip over your turn because we're really fucking pressed for time. But is there anything that you, in a down state, would like to do against Hagen, or in general?
Please heal yourself.
I think I can't heal myself. Can I repair myself? Am I allowed
You're
to
gonna
do that?
attempt.
Yeah, roll 1d20.
It's a d20.
How would I repair myself? I guess I could try, and I do
Start
have
of this
Yender's
turn, go.
formula for any of my clients, so I
Can
will.
you Yender's formula yourself?
No, I can't heal. I'm a machine. I cannot use it on myself.
Okay, so drop a d20 to see if you can self repair.
Self repair time.
Yeah, hey,
Does
what
it
do you know?
work?
You've stabilized. That's one of your actions. You're stabilized.
It is.
But here's the thing: we might fiddle the action economy because if you do, I think if you take any actions after you've been stabilized, your wounds reopen. We'll pretend that repairing. I think repairing doesn't work that way. You're slapping the slot back in. What do you want to do? Your speed is reduced to 5 meters. You can get coup de grace, but as I read it, you can still fucking shoot. As long as you wouldn't need to be in
not
place
like
to shoot the gun.
I want to shoot Hagen, end this combat cycle, and save my client.
All right, what's the
That's all that
Fucking
matters.
So hard.
That is all that matters.
what's the piece? What are you doing? What you doing them with?
I mean,
Hagen,
I still
fuck
have the
Hagen,
sniper
fuck
rifle
Hagen.
out.
All right,
So,
pop the shot.
I'm adjusting. That's 5. Ooh, do I load up the aim fire and don't fuck this up? I'll be winded again though.
Winning the fight is gonna end the
Yeah.
session. This is kind of it. So do what you will with your action economy, but
If I do so, I gain an additional die. We'll do it. All right, that is a nice. that
you're
is
on the
nice.
ground. You're in a net. The
Sweet
the articulated arm of the mountain sniper rifle rotates towards Hagen.
All right, guys. This is
Green
my
glow on the side of the
hasta la
rifle.
vista, baby. Save yourself against that.
Yeah, and what's
3, 4, 1.
and that's an AP value of 2, right?
Yes.
That shears through Hagen's armor, and blow out his heart, and he says, "Ah," as he dies a noble bird death. With that, we pan out on town. Yeah, so
grizzly
awesome
death.
game, Era of Silence. Please check out their Kickstarter. Thank you, EOS crew, for coming through in the chat. Hope that you enjoyed this. Plagued by tech issues and the fact that I got an unexpected booster shot that is fucking my brain, and honestly feels worse than it did like the middle of today day, which is awesome. Anyway, thank you for coming out. It's wonderful. Thank you everyone who viewed. Please check us out. Please consider joining our Discord. Era of Silence is a fun game. I was kind of thinking like a Wild West shootout in the
Holy
town.
crap.
Not like a bloodbath in an incredibly like small chamber, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, how the story goes.
I love a nice, easy to learn system. I'm sure, we look
this
silly.
is great. Written
Messing up
very
some
well.
lyrics,
The
but-
people responsible for this, first off, great people. We support them. You know, they support us. We support them. This has just been a fun game, fun session, fun magic system. It's actually super innovative,
holy shit.
unique,
The magic felt
yeah,
like
no,
magic.
please. Honestly, support this Kickstarter just for the magic system. We need some
Hot
innovation in the magic systems of tabletop role-playing games. And I think Shrike Games,
Yeah, Shrike, make EOS.
Shrike. I think Shrike's got something here that is actually super interesting and actually super worthwhile and worth investing in. So, at the very least, check it out for that, for the magic system alone, because, good God, it is fascinating. I was a magic user this session. I don't usually like to lean into being a magic user the first time I'm playing a system, because usually magic systems are super fucking clunky.
Yeah, overcomplicated.
Yeah, but this one's
really
freeform. It's just like, what's the effect you're making? Here's what you got to spend to do it.
Yeah,
I like it. I like that
no,
it's like risk
exactly.
of failure system.
Oh,
I like the stamina
okay,
system. There's a lot to like
It
about
combines
the
a lot of the best innovations of 5e D&D with totally not being 5e D&D at all.
Can we also
being
just
insane.
appreciate?
But
I'm glad.
I'd like to also
Anyway.
appreciate I got to be a big giant motherfucking robot who just try and shoot me down, and that was being like a pseudo tank felt
That
good.
fucking mod like saved your fucking life, because holy shit.
Oh my god.
That mod was hardcore. That was coming in clutch. Lots of clutch plays here.
Yeah, holy shit.
A lot of fun, and I like how we're able to
Literally
kind of,
both of you down
really
on the
improv.
floor, but you're still going as you take down Hagen. This is what a
Yeah.
battle. You literally had to like kill your way through every single mook in like the most absolute close quarters brutal way. We're gonna raid Matty Morks, but thank you guys for coming out, and until next
Heck yeah.
time, dreamers.
Thanks
dream
everybody.
again.
Ta-ta.
At any rate. Hey, balls.
Woo. I have a gig tomorrow, and
Oh shit, go to bed. Actually, I'm
I
also
need to go to
supposed to